So Ludwig came out with his second how to be a streamer ultimate guide. And I have indeed don't judge my watch later, but I have had this in my uh watch later since it came out. I don't remember where I originally put my list, but I do remember it. I do remember it, and I have indeed changed since then. 2 years ago, I have indeed changed in 2 years. Surprising, right? It's almost like my content has 180'd, right? Completely different content of what I make now and what I've made before. Back then, 2 years ago, I was an Overwatch streamer that uploaded their games onto YouTube. If they had a good game, I would upload it onto YouTube, right? Didn't get anywhere from it. I if we look at my YouTube studio real quick. If we look at my YouTube studio, go to content, okay? Before, my last Overwatch video was I Simp for Snuffy. And it was a video where I was just playing an Overwatch game, just talking about Snuffy and all that, per usual. And at the end of the video, which was the end of the game, I pretty much calculated how much money would it be to pretty much make a Snuffy shrine. And it's like $700 something dollars, 700 something. This is my old ass. It's on the YouTubes right now. Yeah, why is? Oh, I see the unmute button. And Snow. Yeah, this is like a very old clip. I didn't know it at the time. Like I saw this snip. I call this what's it called? Man talking. I saw this clip years ago. I've been a fan of Snuffy since like when she first got into this model, I think. I don't know, very long time ago. 2021, somewhere around there. I was a fan of her since then. 2020, 2021. Around there. I don't remember exactly. Maybe before. I don't fucking know. Very long time. I've been a fan of Snuffy. And, at the end, I calculated how much all of her merch cost without shipping. $763. This was pretty much the entire process of the video. This just randomly happened on stream. And, it wasn't that much of a, I don't know. It wasn't that interesting. But it was interesting to me to know how much all this Snuffy stuff equates to. So moving on from that, what I did before, which is like, okay, all of my placements, because this was popular the year prior to this. Season 4 experience. This was pretty much me lagging my ass off because of packet loss, and I was getting 4,000, 5,000 ping. And then, these are all just random stream clips, by the way. Stereotypes I don't like about VTubers. The main one is that VTubers are bad at video games. And I wanted to be the VTuber to break that stereotype. Because a lot of VTubers are bad at video games. Like, I remember when Hololive, the biggest VTuber company in the world, right? Hololive agency, company, whatever. And they played Mario Kart. This is and Overwatch and all that. And I saw them like, these guys are absolute trash at the video game. And then I was like searching through the Overwatch category because I was streaming on YouTube at this time. When Overwatch 2 came out, I switched over to YouTube for a bit. And when I came to Final Fantasy, I went back to Twitch. I like Twitch indefinitely more. That's just me. And stereotypes I don't like about VTubers is that they're bad at video games. I wanted to change that. I don't like that stereotype. And that only got 35 views. This Overwatch 2 video, the Season 4 video, 256. Not bad. But like placements, 9. The Snuffy video, 60, which isn't bad, but also it's still irrelevant. I wasn't gonna make it out by doing this, especially from like my old. He was like, this duo needs a better GM carry. Is when I was facing against a Masters and a GM Smurf account, and I absolutely just destroyed the lobby. And then finally, this is when I hit Diamond. Now I'm like Masters something, right? Like, when will I promote? This was before the card system. It was just random back then. And like, okay, I did a Sonic playthrough. I just uploaded whatever I wanted on stream. Uploaded whatever I did on stream. Not that special, right? I just streamed, and then if something cool came out of it, then I would upload it to YouTube. Like Overwatch games. I streamed all of my Sonic Frontiers playthrough. And that did alright. Holy shit. I did not know that did that many views. 1.5k, which is crazy. But look at, I just, what's it called? Clickbait. That's why it got good views. That's my theory. The end, this is when I beat the game. Wyvern, fuck this boss, is because I was stupid. There was actually a comment on here. I don't know why it doesn't say comment, but there were comments. Same thing. This Sonic game lit. This was the first Sonic game. So like the Let's Play for the most recent game, pretty good, right? But that's not the content that I wanted to do. I don't want to do Let's Plays. I wanted to do Overwatch content. I wanted to prove that this VTuber is really good at this game. That's what I strive to do. Occasional Overwatch montage, I hate playing DPS, pack fill, comeback, 1 view. Really bad, right? Even from these views, very, very little, what's it called? Very little gain. Very little gain that I got from all of my videos that I've done throughout my, from the inspo name, around 8, almost 9 years, right? Almost 9 years of doing this. I have dedicated the majority of my life of making content, because this is what I really want to do. Ever since I was a little kid, recording videos, Minecraft Let's Play, from my dad's, what's it called? From my dad's tablet, and then uploaded to YouTube, and then doing like Call of Duty montages, like trick shot montages, right? I was an insane trick shotter back then. I was crazy. That was like all I did. But when I got into like VTubing and all that, I wanted to do Overwatch. This is the game that I very much dedicated myself to, and that I very much loved this game for the time that it survived in my memories. And then like one random TFT video. But like, as you see, like the majority of these are Overwatch. I did a Friday Night Funkin' thing. Call of Duty when Cold War first came out, Valorant. And then if you go to like the very beginning, it's Valorant. But I did a lot more before this. I did Overwatch, I did Osu. Yeah, those were like the 2 games that I uploaded when I got the Inspelled name. Before that, it was Call of Duty. Yeah, history lesson. But when, so I have my grasp on how YouTube works, kind of. At least to a point where like I know a lot of things about YouTube, a lot of things about streaming, more on YouTube, less about streaming. I've only been streaming for, let's just say 6-7 years, right? And if you look at my watch count right now, boom, 1 viewer. Fucking crazy, right? Insane. How to Be a Streamer by Ludwig. See what he has to say. I have indeed watched this. And I was waiting for me to stream to give my thoughts on this. And I really want to share my thoughts. So let's see what he has to say.
YouTube, I forget what you call them. YouTube, like, community post about it.
Let's get to the start.
A lot of people want to be a streamer. Before it's 3, but let me move some things around. It's me who's going to be telling you how to be a streamer. Yeah.
Okay, this is where he starts.
This time, it's not just me who's going to be telling you how to be a streamer. I've gone ahead and I've asked 100 of my friends, 100 fellow streamers, on advice for somebody who's up and coming or trying to become a streamer.
That's me.
So I have more info for you this time. It's not just me. I literally went out and asked 100 streamers for advice, and I put it all into a PowerPoint presentation, which I am calling My Ultimate Guide to Streaming 2024 Edition.
2024, current.
Now. Okay, make sure you guys look proper. Please don't say anything bad. Mm-hmm. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it, class. All you will need is a pen and paper and a positive attitude.
Okay, let's get our pen and paper real quick. Let's just get my pen and paper real quick. Okay, I got my pen and paper right here. Let me get back up my screen. Okay. I have my pen and paper right here. I'm gonna put it right above my head.
Step 1 on becoming a streamer. Stop watching this video if you have not yet gone live.
This is what made me want to go live. And I'm like, oh, so true, so true. You always have to be live. You always have to be live. 100%.
I'm being serious. Go live, you lazy fucker.
True.
If you have never even attempted to stream before, and you are watching this video on how to be a streamer, you're not serious about it. And this is a problem that's not exclusive to streaming. This is a problem that happens in every single hobby you want to pursue.
True.
You want to be a runner? Oh, I'm going to look up a bunch of videos on how I should run and how I should train running before I do it. Oh, you want to start working out? I'm going to look up
And there's a contradiction right here, what I'm doing right now, and this entire video. Streaming is my secondary thing that I want to do. I have changed that. I used to only want to be a streamer, right? I used to only want to be a streamer. I did not care about YouTube. Now I do care more about YouTube than streaming. I see them as pretty much equivalent, but I care more about YouTube. I rather be a YouTuber that makes dope content, and I want to inspire people to make cool shit, right? That's the thing that I want my YouTube legacy to leave. Right? I want to make cool video, entertaining video, and maybe someone else will be inspired by me and start making their own video. And maybe they'll be better and they'll find more success than me. I will be satisfied with that 100%. But this guide is more just content creator. It does not matter what kind of content. It's just content. He does streamer because that's what everyone wants to be right now. People want to be a streamer for whatever reason, right? I more likely want to be a YouTuber that also streams. If you talked to me a year ago, over a little bit over a year ago, I would say the opposite. I would have said I want to be a streamer that also does YouTube. I wanted to pretty much be the VTuber version of Kefri, right? That was my biggest inspiration of me getting good at Overwatch, the game that I very much wanted to succeed in, content-wise. I pretty much wanted to be the VTuber version of Kefri. That's what I wanted to be.
A bunch of videos on how to work out before I start working out. Just do the damn thing. Just do it. Because that is the hardest step, is just doing it. And you'll make a million excuses and you'll put 100 barriers between you and doing the thing. I don't have the right technology. My equipment's not good enough. I don't have anyone who would watch me right now. I don't even know what I'd stream. Just fucking do it. If you're...
And right there, I struggle with this problem daily. Why I don't stream daily. And the reason why I don't stream daily is time. That is my number one excuse. Is time. Me saying, I don't have time. That is my one excuse that I use all the time. Because I have conditioned myself to do very long live streams. And recently, I haven't. And that's good. So I can stream more. What I did before, I would stream minimum 10 hours a day. Minimum. 8 to 10 hours. Before that, it was even worse when I was streaming Black Ops 3. Back on Mixer. Back on very, very old Twitch when I did 14 to 16 hours a day. And I found no success. Because I wasn't doing anything besides streaming. And now that I've learned to cut down those hours by a little bit, I did 10 hours. A little bit more manageable for me. Because then I would be like, okay, I kind of know what games stick out in my head. I'm going to upload those games. And that's what I did. That's how all of these exist. So now I don't have time. How does this apply to me now? Is Final Fantasy is not a good stream game. I do not know why, but it is not. I have a video on my second channel, on the current channel that you're watching right now, Camilla Live, saying why is Final Fantasy XIV not a top category? And I've been wondering that for a while, right? I've been wondering that for quite a bit. Why isn't FFXIV a top category? Because it's a bad stream game, apparently. In my opinion, it is not. But for other people, it is. I have gotten, what's it called? Feedback of it. That I personally don't agree with, but I understand it. Now back to the video.
You're not even going to try one single stream, then you are not serious about this. And I'm going to prove to you that you're not serious because the biggest streamer in the world right now is a guy named Jinxie. And for a full year, he streamed on Twitch to an average viewership of 2.
Higher than me. Higher than me, motherfucker. And I've been doing it for 6 years. And I've never seen this go over 1. I've never seen this go over 1. 100% I have not. If you see my analytics, go to overview. 0.6. 0.7. And Nah, this is only... I haven't streamed that much. But like... 0.4, 0.6, 0.4. It's just going back, but way back. See, I streamed this one day, September 4th, 2022. Out of this. In these 6 streams, 22 hours, average 0.6. Go back even more. 15 hours, 0.5. 0.5, 22 hours. 25 hours, 0.2. 41 hours, 0.7. Right? It... 43 hours. This is when I was streaming Overwatch a lot. Right? When I was streaming Overwatch quite a bit. This is a 60 hours. More streams, but 60 hours. 0.5. I've never seen it go over 1. Right? Like 1.2. It's me and Otter, or just me viewing my own stream. That's just a small summary of the past 2 years. This is when I was streaming Overwatch.
639 hours streamed to an average viewership of 2. 3.5 hours live with a peak viewership of 1. That's jinxie, man.
Looking like me out there, keep it up.
If you're not willing to be jinxie, I don't think you're serious about being a streamer. Be jinxie, go live, come back to this video after you've learned just a little bit. Just dabbled your foot in the water. If you've already gone live, congratulations. All right? Congrats. You can continue watching this video. You've already done step 1, which I would argue is the hardest step.
I've done step 1.
Now, the second question you might be asking, Ludwig, why should I listen to you?
Why would I?
Why me? There's a lot of information out there.
Why would you listen to the biggest fall off on Twitch? Why not?
A lot of people whose entire channels are devoted to how to be a streamer. Why me? Well, I've had some success along the way. I am the second most subscribed to Twitch streamer ever of all time, behind Kai Cenat.
Mm-hmm.
I won Streamer of the Year a year or 2 ago. You know, some successes along the way. This is not me boasting, by the way. All right? I also have the record for the most Twitch subscribers lost by anyone ever, and I still hold.
One day, I will be up there. Maybe not winning an award, but at least nominated.
That record.
One day,
but
maybe.
I've had some success streaming, and I care about imparting that because I know as a fact I will not be a big streamer forever. One day I will completely fall off, or I'll quit entirely because I'm scared of falling off. All right, one of them's going to come. So I might as well get rid of all the information I have because somebody who's watching this video right now will be replacing me as the biggest streamer in the world one day. Or they'll be a top streamer. I've seen people who have made it big, who I would argue are doing shit that I'm not doing, that are very good, who have mentioned me. And I'm very flattered by that fact. So I might as well impart the wisdom while I have it. Extra Emily, I think, is a streamer who I think's fucking killing it right now. And she's mentioned me as someone who inspired her. Right? And I'm flattered by that because she's doing shit that I'm not doing. Every damn stream she's doing something crazy. Her IRL's insane. She makes crack cocaine on the streets of Austin. So anyway, let me just give you the wisdom I have. This is my resume. And if you don't trust my opinion, well, good news for you. I also asked 100 streamers how to stream. This is real. I made a Google form. I asked all the questions that I would want to know if I just started streaming, and I asked the biggest streamers you could possibly think of.
Yep.
Right? And this is true. I did ask 100 streamers. That's going to be the title of this YouTube video. I did ask 100 streamers. Disclaimer, 100 people didn't answer me. Okay? You know,
I wish I had that fucking response time. That response rate. 30%. We don't look at the red. I can't see red. Okay? 30%. Not bad, not bad.
I did ask.
I wish I had that response
people.
rate.
It just turns out that only 30% of them actually answered. Okay, not a horrible percentage, by the way. If you're in the MLB and you're batting 30%, that's not bad.
That's crazy.
That's pretty good, you know. So a lot of dono walls there, a lot of egos hurting along the way. But I did ask for you guys, and 30 is still a significant enough group that I think the information is valuable, and I'm going to give it to you today. And just to show you, I mean, these are the names of the people who replied to me. And if you just took a quick look there are a lot of big fucking streamers here.
Yep, and I watched Sea-Dog fill out his responses.
Okay? It's not like we got a bunch of schmucks. These are some big names with some big tips that I'm now going to impart on to you. And let's start with the very basic question. What are the perks of being a streamer?
What are the perks?
Now, this one might seem simple. You guys could probably list a few off the top. And the biggest one that most people will think of is money. That is the biggest perk that most people would think of, is when you think of a streamer, you think of money. Yep, everyone's spamming it in chat right now. That's true. That's true.
Yep.
And I'm going to reveal something here that I think I'm illegally allowed to reveal because I'm no longer a Twitch exclusive streamer. I wasn't able to reveal this last time. Here's how much money I made my last year on Twitch. Again, this is not a flex. I'm not trying to flex here. I'm just trying to show you. This is why people like to start streaming, because they think of the money aspect.
That is
That was
a big
my last
number.
year on Twitch. 2021, I made $2.5 million. Now, bear in mind, that money does include the subathon. So, kind of does inflate it a little bit. Here's the screenshot. There's the subathon. Yeah, that's a big chunk of it. I would argue like half of it.
Yep.
But it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. People, you know, they like the idea of streaming because the amount of money you can make.
True and
You
real.
also have a pretty cool job. You get to game for a living. I mean, that is the core of what streaming is. It is gaming. Literally, for my job, last week, I got to play Stick RPG and gamble in a fake cartoon universe where I was trying to sell cocaine to Girl Scouts who robbed me. That's what I did for my job. That's what I did. It was pretty fucking cool. I'm not going to lie. I had a lot of fun doing it. That's what I got to do. You also get to be like a D-list, F-list celebrity. Right?
And that's pretty
You're
cool.
not famous. Don't fucking delude yourself if you're a streamer. But if you walk into a GameStop and you're a big streamer, holy shit, they're going to recognize you. Macy's, Banana Republic, not so much. But Best Buy, you know, those are our places. That's where the people know us. And you get to even meet some...
Like, you're going to be recognized in places that your audience goes to, you know. Like, if you go to if you are a streamer that does video game, and if you go to a furry con, you're not going to get recognized, most likely. You're not going to get recognized by 99% of the people there. But if you are a streamer, I'm talking about like a pretty big streamer, 1,000 plus like viewer streamer, you're going to get recognized more in like a BlizzCon or TwitchCon, maybe VidCon, maybe, probably not. Those are more like video YouTubers or like TikTok stars, whatever, right? So, if you go there, most likely you're going to get recognized in the places where your audience goes to. You're not going to get recognized at a Walmart or a Publix, right? So, it's a D-list celebrity.
cool people. A lot of people that I liked watching, that I spent hours of my life thinking they were so cool. If I could ever hang out with them, that'd be amazing. I got to meet, I got to hang out with, and now I also get to work with. These are the cool things about streaming, but everybody knows this. Everybody knows
Exactly.
all the cool shit that comes with streaming. People don't think about some of the negatives, so I'm going to bring up a couple here. One,
like I would love to work with many people, right? Many people that I very much would want to work with. A lot of streamers, a lot of content creators I would like to work with. And hopefully I'll be able to work with someday. But
being a micro
it's
celebrity
not
isn't always
guaranteed
great.
for
Sometimes you
a
have
person my
haters.
size.
And I brought an example of a hater here for you today. My biggest hater that I've had for about 3 years now. A guy who will DM me almost every week some mean shit. March 7th, 2022. Ain't no way you're
For me, about haters, I don't give a single fuck, right? I've conditioned myself to just take shit from the internet. I grew up on the internet, and I have seen some disgusting things that people have said, which have infected my vocabulary, and has like infected and also strengthened my mind. If those things said to me, I don't have to take offense to it. I don't have to respond to it or anything like that. For me, I take shit, but as soon as I say something, bro, I break down. I don't like talking shit. I don't like saying negative things about people. I don't like doing it, especially to their face or whatever, right? Directly towards them in some way. I don't like doing that. I don't like talking negative things about people. But I can take what people hate about me. I don't care. I do not care what people say about me, right? My entire chat could be saying kill yourself over and over again. I have that phrase banned, but and other what's it called? Phrases that are simply just offensive and that are not allowed on Twitch. I have those banned. But if some people in my chat just say mean things to me that I personally don't like, you don't have to respond to them. Guess what? Just skip the message. You don't have to read it out loud. You don't have to, you don't have to. Some people do. You don't have to, click on their name and go through their entire history, right? And just call them out on it. You don't need to do that. You can just be like, okay, read the next comment. Like, it's not that much of an issue for me. Hating, haters, anything of that, I don't care. I do not care.
ass drive a Vespa. Okay. Stop driving the Vespa now. April, a month later. Cool.
I would rather have this kind of hater,
I got
though.
COVID a few days ago. It's because of your stupid Vespa. Stop driving the Vespa. Still at it. Still at it. Months later. Wow. Okay. Just got Dolly, LMFAO. Okay, this picture does make me laugh. It does make me laugh, but still, what is that about?
It's
what is
funny.
that? I'm just minding my own business. It's 1:10 a.m. Holy shit, you did it. I'm so proud. Sometimes it does come full circle. All right, this is when I finally got my motorcycle. I gave up the Vespa. Doesn't mean the hating stops. God, I hope I find your name on Epstein's Island. Okay, you get
This
the
is
idea.
funny.
You get the idea. Obviously, this is more of a funny hater, but there are very real haters. There are very real consequences to even being a micro celebrity, and there are a lot of people whose lives are worse because of the attention they get, and they don't really like it. Okay, that's one thing. Another thing, big streamers tend to work a lot, right? These are my 30 surveyed streamers. I asked them how often they work in a week. In the blue is 0 to 20 hours. You might notice there is no blue. In fact, an equal amount.
How many hours do I work a week? Right? This does not include my IRL job that I have to work to make money. So I do not make money from online resources. So, how many hours do I work a week? I'm in the 0 to 19 hours. Because I don't have the fucking time to continuously work on videos and stream, right? But I've seen C-Dog's response to this when he was explaining. His work is not just streaming, and I completely understand that. For all of the people who have responded, it's not just streaming. Only some of it is. There's a TikToker. It's like Catavant, whatever. Her entire, what's it called, content, at least on TikTok, she does stream on Twitch. I'm assuming a lot of it is on, that she talks about on Twitch, is streaming advice. That's like her entire like content, right, of what I've seen. I haven't checked her streams. I haven't gone Yeah, I haven't checked her streams or YouTube or anything like that. I've only seen her on my TikTok For You page, and I like it, I watch it, and if it's stuff I already heard, I just skipped a video. Because I've heard every single bit of advice ever. Some new things, what other people do, some new things that I don't do, etc. I've heard it all, right? I know a lot about the streaming life, right? I know a lot about the stream.
Amount of people work 20 to 39 hours a week, as do 80 plus hours. And I don't think they're bullshitting when they're putting these replies in, because you can literally track the hours of some of these streamers. There are people who are average live 10 hours a day for the entire year, 365 days a year. Now, it's easy enough to go, work, Lamau, this isn't even a real job, whatever, that's fine. Trash on streamers all you want, I don't give a fuck. The reality is, though, if you were to do that, it would drain you. And you would basically lose everything else in your life along the way. And I have seen streamers do this. They lose everything else on the way because all they do is stream. It is their life. They're not gaining new life experiences. They're just sharing all their life experiences online. It happens.
And I personally would not mind doing that, right? If I was in the position to stream 24 hours a day, XQC style, I wouldn't mind that, right? And have everyone else make videos for me off my stream. I personally wouldn't mind that, right? I barely talk to people in the first place, right? So when what's it called? Like off stream, what I do is either I work or sleep, or watch video or play a video game. Right? Since I am a Final Fantasy streamer, that is the category that I set myself in. Eventually, I would want to go out of that, right? When I am big enough to sustain myself going into another genre, I will do that, 100%, right? I don't want to stick to one genre for my entirety of my career. So, I kind of want to be like Asmongold, that he was a World of Warcraft streamer for a very, very long time. He gained the stability to go outside of that, and now he's one of the biggest streamers, right? One of the biggest. He is probably, like, unironically, like top 10, right? If he went live on his main channel, that'd be absolutely insane. If we go back over to Twitch, right? Zach Rar, right? This is what's his view count at? 360k, 370k, 500k. Dude, these are just VODs, by the way. These are just VODs. These are just VODs. VODs on Twitch don't really get that much views after you stop going live. And it's very much a lot, but you go on Sully Gnome. Go on, Sully Gnome. I know how to type. Average year is 21k. Right? That is a very big number, average viewer. Uh, 63k. This was an event, by the way. This was an event, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like a Games Award. Let's just say, was it 20? Yeah, average 70k. If he went back to his main channel, his first stream would break average 100k. 100%, he would be the top viewed streamer for that, right? Then he'll gradually go back down. Maybe he'll go back up because it's admin gold. Who knows, right? That's insane. But to even get up to that point, he streamed World of Warcraft, which I still don't know like the difference between content of World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy when you could do the same thing. At least in my eyes, is the exact same thing. Mythic rating, okay. Do ultimates or savage. Okay. Like PvP, populate crystalline conflict. Or frontlines. There you go. Or do ranked, right? But the PvP and PvE are play very differently. If you actually play it, but as a viewing standpoint, I see it as the exact same thing. But I don't know too much about the World of Warcraft scene. Not as much as I used to. But in my eyes nowadays, I see it as the exact same thing. People just playing the game. Simple as that.
All right. And as opposed to a job where you are told how often you are supposed to come in by somebody.
I forgot what point I was going to make. Probably already made it. I forgot how I was going to end it though.
You make your own hours, and the more hours you work, the more money you make. But you only make money while you're live, so might as well be live as often as you can. It's a bit of a trap,
Exactly.
but it's also pretty much the key to success for every big streamer.
Mm-hmm.
All right? So just bear that in mind. Still, those negatives aren't that bad, right? Like all things considered, this is still better than working at a call center, Ludwig. It's really not that bad. So why doesn't everybody stream? Why doesn't everybody do this?
My answer to this is that streaming is not meant for everyone. Streaming is a lifestyle, not just a job. Being a streamer is a lifestyle that you choose to have. And everyone can't do that. Everyone cannot stream. Everyone can't just turn on their stream for 16, 20 hours, go to bed, wake up, stream 16, 20 hours the next day. Everyone can't do that. And then even outside of that, people don't have the support or workers or just people to just upload whatever interesting happened. And everyone is not interesting. Not interesting enough to be an entertainer. Because that's what streaming and content creation is. Your job is to entertain people in some way. Either it's through education, doing random shit on stream, making a silly video, or displaying your skill in game, which could be classified as education, depending on what the viewer's perspective on that video is. So, yeah. Not everyone can stream.
You make a lot of money, play video game, hang out with Germa985?
Crazy, right?
Yes, me. Sign me up, man. Sign me up.
Sign me up.
Well, let's do a little experiment. I want you to think of a streamer. In fact, type one in chat. Think of a streamer. It can be anyone in the world. Think of a streamer.
Think of a streamer. First person that comes to mind. Kefri. This is the guy who changed my entire thought process of life. Of just me watching him, pretty much lurking in a stream, like chatting in a stream, having talks with him in a stream. I haven't talked to him through DMs or anything like that. I'm too much of a pussy to do that. But Kefri. He is my streamer idol, you could say. I love Kefri. He is an amazing person. and he is so real. He is probably the most down to earth streamer that I've ever encountered. That he would just say some real shit and he would just go on for 3 hours about it. And it's entertaining to listen to and or interact to for those 3 hours. It doesn't even feel like 3 hours. Obviously, like, when he does random troubleshooting on his stream, like if his mouse is slightly off, he'll spend the next 6 hours trying to fix it because he doesn't want to buy a new one. Then he just ends up just dealing with it at the end of that, like, troubleshooting. That's just an example of, like, this is just my favorite streamer. My favorite streamer, the person who inspired me the most. Now what Ludwig has to say.
Just throw one out at me.
What Chet has to
Sure, yeah,
say.
Ludwig, yeah, XQC, Hassan, Valkyrie. Valkyrie.
The one person who said Clint is based. I don't blame him.
Jinxie, Kai. Yeah, there's a bunch of huge streamers that you guys are listening right now. Bunch
Clint
of
is a
big
good
streamers you
streamer,
guys are
though.
naming. Maybe you thought of one of these names. Kai, Valkyrie, Ninja. Sorry, Ninja, for using this picture. Go Lions. These are the streamers you think of. But I think that's a bit of a mistake. Because if all you are thinking about when you think of the title of streamer is the people who have not only made it, but made it to such a high degree that they are the top of the top of the top 1,111%, then you're not really envisioning what your life will be like if you try streaming. So I'm going to show you someone. I'm going to show you this guy right here. Okay?
Mr.
I'm going to show you
10,000.
this guy right here. Does anyone recognize this streamer?
When I first watched this video, unironically, I've heard of this guy and I've seen like a clip or two of him. Just him saying random shit, right? I have indeed heard of this guy. I don't know much or anything about him, but I've at least seen like a clip or two of him
Who recognizes this streamer?
and his name. Who is he, chat?
I don't see a single person in chat who's instantly recognizing this streamer. I did some research yesterday.
Everyone
I
is
wanted
saying
to look
queso.
up the 10,000th biggest streamer in the world. So that's what I did. And right now you are looking at Mr. 10,000, Omni Kevka. If you go to Twitch Tracker and you go to the very last page possible, technically it's number 9,995, but I rounded up, you will find Mr. 10,000, a guy who averages 268 viewers,
Yep.
who streams really intense gaming sessions that can last 24 hours of playing games like Ark and more recently Palworld. All right? And let's just go through a few stats here. Mr. 10,000 averages 262 viewers, streams an average of 7.5 hours every single day for the course of 2023, and has 388 sub points on Twitch. Okay? That's Mr. 10,000. And here's his here's him explaining what he does in his own words.
I'm trying. I've got my own style. You know what I mean? I'm a fat dude with long hair. Gotten fatter as I streamed.
Look like me.
But I'm grinding. And the way that I stream is by gaming hard.
Gaming
Multiple
hard.
24-hour streams in the last couple of days, casually, all the time. One, I'm a video gamer that streams. There's a lot of streamers that play video games. You know what I mean? But I wanted
That's
my
how I
story
was.
to be that I play hardcore.
Now this dude's fucking dope. And I got to hang
I
out on
have,
the stream for a couple hours.
I remember me streaming Overwatch. There was a stream way back in the day in Overwatch 1. Probably before Overwatch 2 was even like announced or like was getting hype, right? Or not much news. I forgot like the exact timeline. But like there was a stream that I streamed for 28 hours. I just wanted to play Overwatch. So guess what? I played Overwatch, and that session just happened to be like 28 hours long. Just simple as that, right? Those were like the streams that I love doing. Those are the streams that I hold like dear to my heart, of just me streaming, just doing random shit, right? I just like playing the video game. Nowadays, my streams are more like MSQ, and then after MSQ, who knows what's gonna happen, right? I would like to start doing like Savage, rating, and then Ultimates. Going to more of the rating scene on stream, and then do my own like YouTube stuff. For the majority of my time. That's kind of like what I want to do after the MSQ era, right? And then I will eventually go back to MSQ when a new patch comes out or whatever. Pretty much be like Whoops, right? Unintentionally trying to be like Whoop. And that's just how I see myself doing when the time comes.
It was yesterday. He has a great community, and yes, he does game hardcore. And he's been gaming hardcore for a long time. If you look through the stats, this guy's been streaming longer than Twitch Tracker tracks stats. Longer than I have been streaming myself. It is what you should be thinking of when you think of being a streamer, because Omni Kevka is a very successful streamer. He is in the top 0.08% of streamers.
I want how long does Twitch Tracker like track for? 'Cause I've been streaming maybe since like 2016, right? Like actually streaming. It's like 2016-ish, around there, maybe like late 2015. But I've been like on and off streams like before that, like streaming off of my Xbox to either Twitch or Mixer. Way before then. Or Beam. Whatever, right? When Beam was a thing. Before Mixer bought it out. And then Mixer is no longer a thing. But I wonder how long I've actually been streaming for. I don't remember. I remember streaming Sea of Thieves back in early 2019. And I remember that stream being like 14, 15 hours long. I remember that.
World. In last month, 7.3 million people went live. 7.3 million unique channels broadcasted. He was more successful than 7.29 million people. So don't delude yourself into thinking streaming is being Kai. Streaming is being Valkyrae. Streaming is being Ninja. Streaming is being Omni Kevka. And it is possible to be the biggest. Someone has to be it.
100%, yeah,
But
obviously.
for the most part, people like Omni Kevka are what makes up the streaming world. And they don't get the same attention and critical acclaim that the big people who get the millions of dollars do. Because all the eyes go to those people, but the reality is if you were to start streaming, your life would be a lot more similar to a streamer like Omni Kevka, who's grinding. And in his own words said he was in the mines of Twitch. And he still gets to play video games for a living. And it still gets to pay his bills. And he still gets to hang out with cool people in his chat. But don't delude yourself. Don't think that starting the go live button means you will end up being Valkyrae. Means you will end up being Kai. All right? Don't get sucked in by all the lights and the glamour and all that. Because that's not what streaming is. It is a grind. Okay? It is a grind. Now, before we start the actual session on how to be a streamer, we're going to do a task. And I did this last time. We're going to do it again because this is one of the few kind of hippie things that I believe in, which is manifesting your goals. And the way to do that is by writing them down. And I want this on pen and paper, okay? I want
My
this
pen
on
and paper is right here.
I did this
Pen and paper
when
right
I
here.
first started streaming over 6 years ago. I'm going to have you guys do this today. All right? And in fact, I write all of my goals on something I can easily access on my desk. And it's on this little picture of me. On the back of it, I have all my goals. And I have a few that I'll share with you today, but some I like to keep private to myself. Now, you're going to write 3 things on this piece of paper. Section 1, I want you to write your goals with streaming.
My goals with streaming. Goals. What are my goals? Make cool video. Inspire others. Inspire others to make cool things. And then entertain. I want to make cool shit. I want to inspire others to make cool shit. And I want to entertain the people who don't want to make cool shit. That's what I want. This has been my agenda, my belief, ever since I was making videos on my dad's Zoom tablets, making Call of Duty montages in private match. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to make a cool montage. I wanted to make other people to start trick shotting. And I wanted to entertain people by making an entertaining video, which was Call of Duty montages at the time. It's like, you see cool spinning person in air go zoom, zoom, zoom. That's cool. At least back then, that's what I wanted to do. Let's continue.
Now, the goal can be different. It can be broad, it can be bold, it can be simple, but it should be honest. If you're going to say that your goal is to have an altruistic community that you just like making laugh, is that real? Be genuine with yourself. Nobody's in the room with you. Do you actually just want to be fucking rich in a big streamer and famous? That's fine. Let's just be honest with ourselves today, okay? So let's write our goals down.
I need to prepare myself to say what I want to say.
Goals can be bad, right? I think goals are valuable because they hold you accountable. But just because you achieve your goal does not mean you're done. And just because you don't hit your goal doesn't mean you failed. It's just something to hold you accountable along the way. And it can be as simple as my goal is to go live 3-4 times a week, whatever it is. So
I made a what's it called? My 2023 goals. 2023. This was before I started making Final Fantasy content. So it's just different. This is from January. What was the day when I made this? What was the day that I made this? January 2nd, 2023. These were my 23 goals, not just with streaming, just in general. Let's start. There's also a YouTube short of this, and also TikTok. I wanted to move out. I did not move out. I wanted to go full-time streaming. I am not full-time streaming. I want to get GM in Overwatch 2. My peak was Masters 3. Host Overwatch 2 tournament. That did not happen. Go to convention. I did not go outside. 10k subs? Let's check on that real quick. That did not happen. Okay. Let's continue. Complete Endwalker. I have completed that. I completed the base version of Endwalker, and that's what I meant. Monthly VR chat stream. My VR chat streams are some of the most real streams I'll ever do, because they're mostly like therapy sessions. My VR chat streams were very much like therapy sessions that I just let out everything, get to be real with my chat or be real with whoever's in the stream and whoever watched the stream from a VOD or whatever, right? I can make a, because at this time my TikTok content was VR chat content, so I was kind of doing like Overwatch content for YouTube and then VR chat content for TikTok. None of them really went off. Start uploading YouTube shorts. I privated all my shorts. Didn't even have that much anyways. Become a mentor in FFXIV. When I wrote this, I did not know how to become a mentor. And I am not a mentor. I'm close, but I am not. And I started a couple channel with my girlfriend at the time. This is a maybe. I wanted to be like a couple channel, kind of like NMP LOL. I really like their content. And I really want to have a couple channel that I would like to upload to. Just doing random shit with my significant other. IRL stuff. So, those were my goals. And I have only done one. And do I see myself as a failure of this? No, I do not. Because those were goals that I was like, I could do it if I worked very hard enough. And I just simply didn't. Because I started making Final Fantasy content, and also, even if I wasn't making Final Fantasy content, I feel like I still would be in the same boat. That I would not be successful. I would not be doing this full time. I don't think I would be. I don't think I would have moved out. I don't think this or that. Because like moving out would also mean I do this full time. That's just how my brain works and how I want to do it, right? Let's continue on.
To write your
Next
goal
point.
down, whatever it is. Second thing I want you to write some inspiration. I think this is really valuable to do because when you first start out, you're forming some sort of identity. And anytime you watch a streamer in their early career, even very successful streamers like Liam, for example, the speedrunner, you can tell they've pulled some inspiration from other people. You know, Liam had some similarities to Clint Stevens.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to list 3 streamers that you like and how you would like to stream like, right?
Inspiration. Do this. Inspiration. 3 streamers I would like to be like. I want to have the technology and the information that I would like to give out to other people, like Kefri. Either it be like life advice, content advice, whatever advice to make other people achieve their goals and be real with my chat. Another person that I would want to be like is the Gnosis Vex. As how I would want to be like the Gnosis Vex. Not just because I've been losing hair since I was 16. Not because I'm balding. But I want to give my input on whatever I want without hesitation. These are more like mental things, but also content that I would be comfortable saying on stream and express myself in a way that Xenosis does. Xeno does. He says whatever he wants on stream, essentially. I'm gonna say he's 100% authentic, but I like his content. I like how he has like his inside joke. It's like, cat in a chat, cute mama. It's like, kissies please, kissies please, like that. Like, I want to have a connection with chat, have a connection to the people in my comments and my subscribers on YouTube, have a more one-to-one connection with them, and give my honest opinion, hot take, whatever take I want. Pretty much having that confidence on stream. Number 3. Zepla HQ. Actually, no. Because Zepla and Xeno is pretty much the same thing, that they just do whatever the fuck they want on stream. And that's also why I want to be like Xenosis. And Zepla, that they could do whatever they want on stream and still find success. The other person is Pint. I think it's pretty obvious that my YouTube content is inspired by Pint. My writing is inspired by Pint. But also how I write is how I would explain things and how I would just write and talk, right? I think we have a similar what's it called? A similar connection for our creative minds to like execute things. I don't know if that makes any sense, right? What I'm kind of trying to say is like our minds work similar to make what we want to make. It's like, okay, I want to make this kind of video. Okay, how would I make this kind of video? And we kind of do similar things like that. Like my editing style and like as you see from video, like bits and all that, all made in like G-Shade, whatever. And like G-Shade, what? G-Pose. And just making really cool Final Fantasy videos. I want to make Pint kind of videos. And I like doing that. But also, I would like to branch out into different kind of videos. Like the one time I'm ever going to reveal my face again, I should say. I was a face cam streamer before VTubing. Surprise. That the next time I am going to reveal my face officially is going to be on a podcast, an IRL podcast. Like I want to be like a guest or a special guest or whatever, right? Like if I ever do get big enough that I could be on like Trash Taste, I would just travel to Japan and stay there for like a week to record and hang out with the Trash Taste boys, you know? I very would want to be friends with all those people. And yeah, I very much would like to be friends with those people. Because there is a timeline. There is a timeline of, I was either going to make Final Fantasy content or anime content. And my anime content would be kind of like Gigguk, but obviously have my own spin on things. It's gonna be like kind of like Gigguk, that like talking about a series in an entertaining way, right? Pretty much like he just kind of like review of anime, but makes it entertaining in his video style. I was gonna make that kind of content. Right, like every once in a while I upload a video, at least maybe once a month. Once, maybe twice a month. That I make a video, a Gyokuk style video, like his editing style, etc. How he writes, and all that. Because I can write like that. That's kind of how I talk anyways. At least that's how I write and want to express my feelings. Like that. In video format, in his writing, content, and everything that he does. I was going to make those kind of videos if I didn't dedicate myself to Final Fantasy. Maybe I would have been bigger by now. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. Right? Those are like the videos that I would have made if I made anime content instead of Final Fantasy. That's just how I would have directed my career toward. And I'm happy with both of them, right? I would be happy if I was making Final Fantasy content, and I would be happy if I was making anime content. So, yeah. These are my 3 inspirations. Be as wise as Kefri, and be technologically, like, advanced as him. Xenosis Vex said he could pretty much do whatever the fuck he wants on stream. Say whatever he wants, do whatever he wants on stream. And pint style videos. Those are my 3 inspirations.
Right? So don't just list 3 streamers that you like that do something you would never do. For example, like, don't list, Tarek Kaede 10s, and then you're like, oh, I don't play Valorant. List 3 streamers that you like that do something you would like to do. Okay? And then the final thing I would like you to list is why. Why do you want to do this? And this is the part where I want you to be honest. This is the part where I want you to actually answer the question very, very, vulnerably. Why do you want to have 300 concurrent viewers? Why do you want streaming to be a supplementary income? Why do you want streaming to be a full-time job? Why do you want to be the biggest in the world?
Why? Why do I want to be a streamer or a content creator full time? And it's hard for me to say this. But I'm just going to start from the beginning. From the start. Wait, no. I grew up watching FaZe Clan. Way back when Temper got introduced. That was the first FaZe Clan member that I noticed. That was the first person that I seen. I'm like, yo, that's cool. So I started trickshotting. And then I was just introduced to FaZe Clan. And I just watched their content. And then they were doing, a lot of them, commentary. Cut commentary videos. And those were the videos I wanted to make. Those videos were like, I didn't really want to do it for money, but I just wanted to be entertaining to someone. I wanted to be entertaining to someone, and express my thoughts and express my emotions in words. Because I am pretty much a monotone person, and it's very hard for me to express my emotions in general. it's a hard thing for me to do. Growing up pretty much like depressed, suicidal, and all that. And I grew up being told to shut the fuck up. So I shut the fuck up. And when I saw FaZe Clan like do the entire like content creator thing, making content, just making 5-minute, 7-minute videos of just commentary, talking about whatever's on their mind. I thought that was the coolest thing. And I wanted to make that content. But I didn't know how to edit. So guess what I did? I just talked in the mic while I played Call of Duty, 1v1ing my friend. On my dad's Zoom tablet. Angled at the TV. That's what I did, and that's how I started back in 2013, 14, something like that. So I got more invested into FaZe Clan, and I grew up with FaZe Clan until FaZe House. What, the first FaZe House? When they started doing like vlogs and all that. I didn't like vlogs. I still kind of don't like vlogs. I don't really like watching vlogs. I don't think they're entertaining because the outside world does not entertain me. I don't care what happens outside. I care about what happened in a video game. That's just how my mind works. So I was like, okay, video game. I like play. I like playing video game. Why not record me play video game? And that's what I did. And I was like, okay. No capture. Dad face. So guess what I did? Live stream off Xbox. That's what I did. So I started live streaming off Xbox. No success. No success. And then I was watching this Jeff video, right? This Jeff video. Eight years ago.
Alright, so big storm.
What the shit? Jeff video. He mentions Osu. Somewhere in the video. This is how I got introduced to Osu. By watching this video. And guess what I did? I started PC gaming. And this is where the journey starts. I started uploading my plays on YouTube. Instead of COD. / Overwatch. It wasn't Overwatch yet. Instead of COD. So I started playing Osu a lot. I uploaded quite a bit on Osu. No success. Bad at game. Sad. So just fail after fail after fail. It doesn't matter. Don't matter. I like make video. I just like making videos. I just like editing and recording myself doing things. And I had a friend group. I only talk to one of them nowadays. Kind of. We talk on and off. But we're like group channel back in middle school. Back in middle school. Dragon Spear. And if you try searching for this, Dragon Spear Gaming. I'm surprised it has 15 subscribers. This is my friend Damien. I don't really talk to him anymore. I don't remember the last time I talked to him. But 8 years ago, we were playing Trove. That was the game that we all liked playing. So we uploaded Trove. We're like, okay, kind of getting bored of Trove. Minecraft. So I played on a Minecraft server. After that, we never really done anything. By the way, these were all from months apart. We were not serious about it. Besides me. I was serious about it, but also during this time, I was uploading Osu plays on my channel. So that's just how it was. We are demoted to putting out gameplay for everyone to see. We hope you all enjoyed the content. I don't remember this. I simply just didn't make. I'm the one who made the channel. But also, I just made the channel. This fell out fairly fast. It only lasted 2 years. 2 years and 12 videos. So guess what? Friend, group, drama, stop, YouTube. There was drama. They kicked me out for no fucking reason, and there was drama between that. Don't know why. They don't know why. We talk about it from here and there, just to like nostalgia. And this made everyone pretty much stop doing content. This guy, I don't know if he wants me to say his name or not. And another friend, Gravity Cat. Not named Gravity Cat anymore. These two still talk. They're still pretty close friends. And I've talked to them about like what they would want to do. They both want to make content. Haven't done it. But this isn't about them. This is why I want to do content. I like creating content. I do not care what it is, I just like doing it. That is simply my explanation. I simply just like streaming. I like making YouTube videos. This is my life dedication. It's like, I don't know, life goal. This is my life goal, is to do this full time. And in 2019, 2019, I was with probably the best girlfriend I ever had. Really opened up my eyes about life and what it has in store. Because all of my life before 2019 was just video game, YouTube, stream. That was my entire life, unironically. And then she opened up my worldview and perspective on everything. Breakup. End game attempt. I hung myself in my closet. And I would never forget the moment that it happened and everything. But that really opened up my life after that year has like passed. Because 2019 till now, I've healed a lot. I've healed a lot, and I'm such in a better mental state than I ever was before. But my life goal is to be a content creator. That is my life goal. I have dedicated my entire life of studying and attempting to be a content creator. Full time. Content creator full time. And 2030. I don't like saying this. 2030. If no make it, aka full-time content creator. Dead. It's a hard thing for me to like come to realization for. And this is me being completely honest. If I can't make the thing that I dedicated my entire life for ever since I was like 10 years old, 8 years old, whatever, then I deserve to die. That is me being completely honest with myself. If I don't make it by the time 2030, which is me turning 27, then I am endgaming myself. That is the complete truth and reality of my life. I hate to mention it. This is why I never talk about it. I never talk about it to anyone. I don't want anyone to be responsible for it because it's not their fault. Even though it's like, if you are a friend of mine, you should help your friend, right? You should help your friend to achieve whatever goals they want. Be there and support them. No matter what it is, right? If you don't think it's cool, but it doesn't matter, you should still watch and keep up with them if they're your friend, right? But the friends that I have right now don't really do that. I have proof of it right now. I have proof of it right now. One viewer. And one of them is online right now, doing absolutely nothing. The other one is probably at work. Completely understandable if you can't watch at work. but if you don't have a friend that will support you and do whatever like they can to help you achieve your dreams or achieve whatever goals you have, and they know about them, and they know about your goals and dream, and are they really your friend? Right? This is why I always say, like, I don't have friends, right? None of my friends support me like a real friend would. And this is the entire honest take of it. That I love creating content. I want to do this as a job, and I want to do it for the rest of my life. Just create some sort of content and make money from it, so I can do it full time and have it be my job. And if I can't do that, then I deserve to die. Obviously before the 2019 incident, I have tried endgaming myself many times before that. And my mental illness, like depression, anxiety, pretty much being a suicidal maniac is essentially what I was. But this event, it haunts me. It haunts me to this day, and it will forever haunt me until the day comes. Right. So that's the explanation of why I would want to be a full-time creator. I dedicated my entire life towards it, and I want to make it a reality. Make it a reality. For me to do it full-time.
Okay? What is the actual reason? And I don't care what it is. I don't care how altruistic it is. I don't care how selfish it is. I just care that you know it and that you are honest to yourself, and I think that is valuable. Now, you might have thought, if I saw you not write this down, I'd tell you to quit. All right,
I am live. No way.
Last time I did this, all right, I had this entire spiel, and then I said, if you didn't write it down, then you should quit. What you should actually do is, if you are writing this down and you have not yet gone live, go live, you lazy fucker.
Go live.
Okay? Stop
Make
doing
content.
all the auxiliary work without actually doing the thing that you were trying to do. Just go live.
Make
Just go
something.
live. You're the only one who can motivate yourself to do the things that you want to do in life. If you're trying to be a streamer, you just got to go live. You can do all the other shit, like looking up what gear you want to get and writing down all your goals after. Just go live one time for me. Just one fucking time. Okay? And if you've done it, please go back to writing down your goals, inspirations, and your whys.
Yep.
But make sure you've gone live at least once. Just fucking try it, man. Even an hour. I don't care. Just try it. All right. Back to it. All right. So you guys should be writing this down. Here are mine. This is actually just a picture directly from my goals list. I have a few goals. My goals have changed. All right? My goals are much more broad. I don't have goals based off objective metrics anymore. I don't care about my subscriber number as much. I don't care about my viewership as much.
Yeah, I've learned to not
I just care about being better about what I do.
throughout
And
last
so they're
year.
honestly more like reminders. Be ambitious, be creative, be kind, be patient. Those are my goals. Simple as. Simple as. Because I think if I am those things and I remind myself to be those things, then I will be better at everything else in my life. Streaming and you know, personal life, etc. So goal doesn't have to be get 100 viewers or whatever the fuck. It can be this. It's just a little bit harder to hold yourself accountable when your goal is be ambitious versus an objective number you can look at.
Yeah.
Inspiration.
Like, I would like to be ambitious and do really big things. That's the thing of this year that I'm working on is a really big project. A really big thing that is bigger than my first Final Fantasy video that I hyped up. My first Final Fantasy video, that was a big project for me, because what I did back then was just cut commentary on Overwatch. Now, there are more scripted videos and above average editing, right? It isn't crazy, but it's something, you know? But the video that I'm going to make after 7.0, going to be one video before 7.0, and then the video after 7.0. So after 7.0 and pre 7.0 graphics update. That's why it's not coming out before. It's literally because I want to make it look as nice as possible. This is gonna be my biggest project yet. My biggest video yet that I'll ever do. And I want to make it a kind of a regular thing to do. That kind of video. So yeah. To expect more of it if it does well. And if it doesn't do well, I'll do it again anyways. Can't stop me.
Here are the streamers I wrote down. Comet Zero, because I think in esports, he is doing stuff that I would like to be doing with Moisex Shopify. Jinxie, because with very limited tools, Rainbow Six, he has amassed the largest average concurrent viewer base on Twitch.
Which is
I find
insane.
massively impressive. And then Germa985, because his creativity, his ambition to do whatever idea he thinks of and then make it come to life, I still find inspirational. So I threw a few of them down. And then why? Why do I stream? Why do I do what I do? Simply put, that's also changed a lot. For a while, it was because I wanted to be a big streamer. Then, it was because I had daily YouTube uploads, and I wanted to keep uploading daily, and to keep uploading daily, I had to keep going live.
I've tried that.
After that, it was to be the biggest. I wanted to be the biggest.
Daily
streamer in the world.
uploads is hard.
And then after I did that, I realized, well, actually what I really care about and gives me the most value is making the lives of those around me better. And also making cool shit. So
Yeah, back in 2015, when I first started this channel, when I was doing Osu content, I wanted to do daily videos on Osu, pretty much like a play of the day kind of thing. But I wanted to just put out a really cool play, at least to me, at least a good play for me, because I first started playing Osu back in 2015. This is why this channel exists. It's because I wanted to make something new. I wanted to change my entire alias. It's like a new era of me. This is why the name Inspelled exists. It's because of Osu. And if you want to know how I came up with the name Inspelled, back in 2015, in my room, looking at the sign up for Osu, and it says, what do you want your username to be? Essentially. Like your username, password, whatever. My username. I did not want to be known as the previous username that I had. That I will not say because it's cringe as fuck. I wanted to be something unique. A name that no one has ever heard before, but it will be remembered. And then, guess what? I had parental settings on my computer. So my computer locked out. I think it was at like at 10 p.m. or 12 p.m. I don't remember. My computer logged me out. So what I had to do is turn off my monitor, and I stared at it until I thought of a name. And I thought of the name Misspelled. I'm like, okay, that's a cool name. But like, Misspelled. What? Who would you think of the name Misspelled? A female player. And guess what I'm not? I'm not a female. So I'm like, what? I really like the name Misspelled. What if I think of something different? Inspelled. And I loved that name. So I made new accounts on everything. Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. My new OSU account as Inspelled. And that was my name. New Xbox account. Everything. I made everything Inspelled because I love the name so much, and I will stick to it. I will stick to it till the day I die. I love the name, and I love what I made this name of so far. I am proud of myself. And if you want to know, Camilla is, I just thought of it. I just thought of it when I was making my Final Fantasy character. I just simply, it's like, what do I want my Final Fantasy character name to be? So I was just like randomly clicking through like the random name generator, and I'm like, I really like the apostrophe. I didn't even know that like Mikotes had like their apostrophe in their name. I was just clicking through and I was like, I really like the apostrophe. And my name IRL, it doesn't start with a K. It starts with a C. So it's K. I'm like, okay. I like the sound of that. Then the first thing that I thought of was Camilla. That was the first thing I thought of. I thought that was really cool. So that's what I made my character name. Simple as that. I just thought of it. And then the last name Inspelled because that's who I am.
Those are the two things that I care about. Making people's lives around me better. Friends, family, whatever. Making cool shit. So those are my two whys. First question. Easy one. Where should you stream? Answer. Twitch.
Twitch,
Now,
yeah.
this might sound a little bit ironic, seeing as we are live streaming this on YouTube right now.
The easiest place is Twitch. Easiest place to just stream, just to click the go live button, is Twitch, and that's why he says it. For a new one, for a new person who's streaming, just stream on Twitch, 100%. I completely agree. But also YouTube is also really good to start streaming. The only thing that you really need to do, let's go through the didn't mean to do that. Let's go through the
And American Fiction.
Going live on YouTube process right now. Going live on YouTube. Let's do that real quick. Yeah, I don't want to upload a video. Create. Go live. Schedule stream, which I think this is stupid. Okay, I'm just gonna create new. This is your first stream. Okay, what do I want to title my stream? Title. Category, gaming. Oh yeah, how do you want to stream? Do you want to stream straight up from your webcam? Streaming software like OBS or XSplit or Slobs if you're stupid. Streaming software. Or mobile if you are streaming from your phone or a tablet or whatever. Category. There's a lot of categories. Is it a gaming? Is it entertainment? Is it music? Which one do you choose from? Because if it's entertainment, practically everything's entertaining. But if it's gaming, like I'm streaming a game, Okay, what game do I wanna stream? Final Fantasy. Okay. XIV. Okay, Final Fantasy XIV. Thumbnail? I need to make a thumbnail for every stream? Well, you don't have to. You could just reuse the thumbnail. You could do what Valkyrie does. You could just do what Valkyrie does. And just use the same exact fucking thing, right? Like... I spelled her name wrong. But... Go live. It's all the same exact fucking thumbnails. It's just fan art, essentially. Urban Saikuno. Saikuno. Use the exact same thing. Every single stream. You could do that. Right? Nothing wrong with it. But if you're new and you want to make it big immediately, right? You need to make an interesting thumbnail. You need to make an interesting thumbnail. Damn, it actually doesn't save. That's what I did. In short term, that's what I did. Yeah. Where are we? Okay, playlist. If you have a playlist, you can put in a playlist. After it's done, it'll automatically go into the playlist. Is this made for kids? I don't know. Yes or no? I don't know. Do I want it age restricted? Never do this. Always put no age restrict. Show more. What else? Is this a paid promotion stream? No, I don't have any sponsors. Tags. What the fuck are tags? Tags are key searches. So if you type in Inspelled, my channel will pop up. Also this one, this is my very old channel when I used to do drawing stuff. When did I make this? 2016. Yeah, when I used to do like art stuff. Very short-lived. But that's what key stands for. That's what tags stand for. They're keywords to put in the YouTube search. And then language and captions. You could just set all these by default, by the way. You can set up your own defaults. You can really only do it one time, and then you can just reuse the settings. Or go into your, what's it called? Your customization, and then set defaults. This is how all of this is still here. I'm like, okay, next. Customization. Live chat. This is mainly for VODs and for viewers if you want to see a live chat or a live chat replay. Participant modes. Pretty much people who for the people who can see your stream, you can make it to anyone, which pretty much is a need. Or if you want like a subscriber only stream. Or if you want to do like special things, right? Approved users. Right? And then live reactions. No one uses it. Flow mode. If you have like a really busy chat. I'm like, okay, I did all that. Visibility. Now this is where it gets confusing to some people. This is where it confused me. Only you and people who watch your stream private. Understandable. People do this. I have actually seen, I've actually been in a stream, a funeral A funeral live streamed on YouTube that was private. Unlisted, pretty much. When you start streaming, there's going to be a link, your URL. People can only access the stream if they have that URL, either in their own playlist or in like a linked video. Or public, anyone can watch your stream. And I'm like, okay, done. And then it'll automatically do this. Now, it's like, oh, I accidentally went live. And also, there's a auto start, auto stop. If you don't turn these on, you have to manually go into here and then what's it called? Press live. You have to go live in OBS. That doesn't mean you're live on YouTube. And then you have to press go live in this screen. That's what that means. Will the stream go away? Okay. That's what that means.
Want it to be the biggest streamer in the world. Most valuable. First question. Easy one. Where should you stream? Answer.
But
Twitch.
Twitch.
Now, this might sound
Twitch is the easiest.
a little bit ironic, seeing as we are live streaming this on YouTube right now. But Twitch is simply the best platform to stream on. It just is. Okay? And then a couple more.
Yeah, and then for Twitch, edit stream info. Well, first, go to here. Actually, we're gonna do this real quick. You're on the Twitch main stream, main page. Click this. What fucking button do I press? Does not matter. It just needs to be one of these two. Creator dashboard, doesn't matter. Stream manager is the second one. And then, can I please pause? Then stream info. Just do this and then you're done. Your title, this is optional. Your category, which Twitch has a shit ton of categories. Either just chatting or a video game or whatever. Do whatever you're doing, you could change this live. Tags does not matter. People barely use tags. People do not care about tags. And then all of this, you can just leave off. If you are doing drugs, use this obviously. Gambling, mature rated game, which no one actually gives a fuck about. Significant or this is all optional. All optional, you don't need to do a single CCL. You just do that, and then obviously if it's a rerun, branded content, if you have like a sponsor for the stream, turn that on. But off of that, you just need to hit live on OBS, and then there you go, you're live. You have to get your stream key, which is just in your settings. OBS automatically has a hyperlink in it anyways. To get your stream key, copy and paste that into OBS, boom, hit live, there you go. Simple as that.
Questions that go along with this.
Very
Obviously,
easy.
to be successful as a streamer, you need to be consistent. This is just simple advice, okay? Another tip that's helped me along the way, you should be as entertaining for 10 viewers as you would for 10,000 viewers.
Yep.
If you were to have 10,000 people raid onto your stream, would you stream differently than with a group of people that are currently watching you? If the answer is yes, that means you are not giving your all. You are waiting for something to give your all. You should be giving your all for 10.
Exactly. You should give your all no matter what. You should always be yourself, or the stream version of yourself at the minimum. Being yourself 100%, you could do that if you want. Obviously, your entire personality on stream is completely optional of what you want to do on stream. One when I was streaming Overwatch and I got rated like 20 viewers, I didn't switch up. Not by a lot. The only thing that was difficult for me is keeping up with chat and whatever they were saying in chat. Because it was my first time getting like a decent size host. Back then it was hosting. Now it's only rating, which I think is stupid. That a raid is pretty much when someone redirects their stream onto someone else's. When I've had quite a bit throughout my my time as a streamer, as someone who streams, not a streamer, as a person who streams on the website twitch.tv. I've gotten a handful. And every single one I have acted slightly different, but not that much. The only time when I act different was, oh, I need to look at chat. Oh, I need to look at chat, because I see it moving on the left side of my eye, right, because that's where my chat is. Left side, it's like, oh, chat's moving, I need to see what they say. I'm like that with everything. Like, I'm constantly looking at other people's chats, just because it's entertaining to me. Because I would love to have this. I am obsessed with this, seeing a whole bunch of words move on my screen, and picking which ones I want to read. I love doing that when streamers have their chats on screen. When people don't have their chat on screen, it kind of annoys me, but completely optional. That's like more advanced stream stuff. But I love getting rated because it gives me an excuse to check out their channel as well. Especially if it's someone that I never heard before, which is 99% of the time. Right? If a random person rates me, I'm like, yo! And then after stream, I check out their stuff. Right? After stream, I check out their stuff. And then if they're cool, then I watch them now. Simple as that. But never switch up just because your viewer count is higher than normal. Just keep doing what you're doing.
As you would for 10,000, because then that 10 is how you grow to 10,000.
Mm-hmm.
And the ideal length for a stream is just under 6 hours. Anywhere under 6 hours. All right? Where am I getting this information from? Well, I asked the biggest streamers in the world what the best streaming platform is. They had 4 options. 28 out of 30 said Twitch. 1 person said YouTube. 1 person said multi-streaming. I am not sold on multi-streaming. I think multi-streaming fractures communities. There are times where it makes sense. For example, Doug when he does his YouTube versus Twitch, or an event to get the maximum amount of viewers.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
It works for some people like Charlie because he has a huge YouTube presence. I think it's better to not multi-stream. This is where I'm currently at. You could multi-stream till you find the platform that you like.
I think that's healthy.
But I think sticking to one is generally better.
I 100% agree. That, like, if you know how to multi-stream, do it. Especially if you're just starting out. Multi-stream to Twitch, and then to either Kick and YouTube. Pick one. I don't think pulling a ninja where you stream on like 7 platforms at once, I don't think that's healthy for a new person. But Twitch and YouTube, stream on both, or Twitch and Kick, stream on both. I think Twitch is like the crutch that what you need. Because each one of these communities, all 3 of these communities, very different from each other. They're all meant for something. Twitch has made their own language. YouTube is just a whole bunch of normies, and Kick is the W community. So kind of like their own language. This is my hot take of Kick. It is its own place for the W community to go. And what I mean by the W community is people like Kai, people like Aiden Ross, etc. Those are like the two biggest people of the W community that I can think of. Just move over to Kick. 100%. That's my hot take and what I think. Because Twitch has their own ecosystem that the people haven't infected, but they have indeed taken over the entire place of Twitch. What the fuck, Warframe? Like, as soon as Kai goes live, this person's out of business. Not really. This is a Spanish person, so they probably won't go over to Kai. But they would if Mongrel. But Mongrel's also a Goliath. He is a colossal streamer. So it's different, but a lot of the Fortnite community as well, like competitive Fortnite specifically, is the W community, and I think those type of streamers should go over to Kick. I think the Germa, the Ludwigs, the Sea Dogs, the Asmongold, etc., Papa Latte, etc., should stay on Twitch. And then the Kai Cenat, Aiden Rosses should go over to Kick. That is my personal hot take.
Nobody said Kick. Now, that could be just because the group I asked. Kick could work for you if you like the 95-5 split, but of the group I asked, everybody said Twitch. And a quick tidbit about Twitch versus YouTube versus Kick versus whatever. Twitch is better for chatters and for streamers.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is way more streamlined. There's way more information for streamers on Twitch. YouTube is better for lurkers. Worse for people who chat and worse for people who stream. And Kick, it's Kick.
Yeah, Kick is its own thing and is still trying to figure out what it wants to do. I occasionally go over to Kick to see how it's doing. But if you just go to live channels, they have their own thing, right? Let's just go to the number one streamed person right now. They're playing slots. Don't gamble unless you know what you're doing. If you're 18 or 21 or older and you know what you're doing, then you can do whatever you want, right? Obviously, this looks similar to Twitch. Right? In my opinion, it's the exact same thing as Twitch. It's a carbon copy of Twitch with its own community, and it's green instead of purple. So, yeah.
All right. Now this has changed a little bit. This is what the past 3 years have done. Because 3 years ago, I talked about how you have to stream for the video. When you go live, you're basically trying to farm a YouTube video from it. It's changed. Now, most live streams are for the clip. We've condensed it a bit.
For the 30-second.
If you live stream 4, 5, 6 hours, what you really care about getting in that time is a good clip. One great fucking moment is all that matters. Because if you think about it, most of the people in the world who know you will know you from your clip, not your streams.
This goes for reaction / gaming content. I think for other content outside of that, like for just chatting, it is, but it isn't, right? What I mean by that is that for like just chatting, be like Ludwig and stream for the video. Knock out 1, maybe 2 videos, right? Or be like Sea Dog that mainly streams for a video. I think videos are much more easier to do for stream. Stream for the clip it is an organic thing. You can't always have a clip, an amazing clip every single stream. But you can have an amazing video every single stream. It's a much more reliable way to stream. It is structured and is usually planned for a video. For a clip, complete random. And it's not a reliable way to grow. But once you get that clip goes viral, right? You go immediately onto LSF, or you go immediately onto YouTube Shorts or TikTok, and you get 1 million views from a random person who reposted the clip. And that's when your career starts. For example, Jinxie and Queso. 2 of the biggest streamers right now that just blew up in the past 4 months. They blew up because of a couple clips. Of Queso's reaction to chat's comments about his appearance, and Jinxie, his reactions to other people's plays in Rainbow Six. When I streamed Rainbow Six, I got a little bit of attraction. Not that much, really. But I just don't like Rainbow Six. I was never super dedicated to it. I just wanted to, like, get to a decent rank in the game and then stop. I got to, like, Plat and then fell off. Because Plat was way too hard for me. So, and I don't care about the game. So I never really wanted to get good at it. But besides the point. Streaming for the clip, I feel like it's an unhealthy thing. Because it forces you to be funny for 6 hours. And I think streaming for the video, you could just be funny for an hour. And then chill for a little bit. And then set up another video. Right? If you have one planned. Right? So it's just like that. Or you could do what CDawg does every once in a while and play an entire game in a single stream, and then a few months later, that becomes a video. Becomes like a 1 hour video. I'm still waiting for that Lifeline video. I watched the entire stream. Amazing stream. Still waiting for the video, and I can't wait what Mudon does to it. Right? I think this is an unhealthy way. Streaming for the clip. And in words of Dave Bird, Lil Dicky, what did he say? Like, the 10 seconds aren't the realest, but the realest 10 seconds are real. Something like that. Something along those lines. If we just do something funny for 10 seconds, and it gets up on TikTok, and it gets a whole bunch of attraction, people join into your stream, and you're not funny, people leave. So if you're always trying to go for the clip, you have to be funny for the entire 6 hours, or however long you stream. So I don't think that's reliable. But if you make a really good 10-minute video on YouTube, 10 to 20-minute video, whatever, from your stream, doing something interesting, then people will go to your stream and be part of the content. They want to be the person that says hi YouTube in chat, or say something funny in chat and the streamer reacts to in the middle of the video, right? Or donate to you with TTS, saying something funny, and the streamer reacts to it. And then that'll be into the video. The next video. Right? So, going for the 10-second clip is not worth streaming 6 hours.
Even people on this list.
Just make a
right?
skit.
Kai, Speed, Queso, Jinxie, Pirate Software. You guys might have seen these streamers before. You've probably seen them from a clip. It might have been Speed getting sucked off in Minecraft. Right? It might have been Kai breaking the record for the most subs ever of all time. It might have been Pirate Software talking about the YouTube algorithm. It could have been Jinxie hitting his desk with his feet and then falling backwards in his chair because he saw someone in Fortnite with a fat ass. Could have been Queso being called fat again. But you've probably seen the clip. The clip is king. So all you need is one great fucking moment. And then if you throw that moment on YouTube Shorts or TikTok and it blows up, it's a self-feeding system. More people will go to your stream.
Then do it again. But if you can't, what if you can't do it again? What if it was just like a one-time thing, right? Then people might argue, oh, then make it a multiple-time thing. You can't be funny 100% of the time. Or you can't have an overreaction every single bit of the time, right? And then people will get sick of it really, really fast. It's like if you say the same joke 6 times in a row, people will say it's not funny anymore. It's the exact same thing. If you see the same exact clip 50 times in a row, it's not a funny clip anymore. Right? Like, I was... Like, Queso's on my TikTok feed, right? Of people re-uploading him random comments from PlayStation DMs, right? Because it shows up on screen. And he reads it, and it's calling him like a fat version of a celebrity, right? I've seen that 100 times, and I'm sick of it. But it was funny for the first few. But it's not funny for the 10th or 100th time. The joke runs out fast on the internet. Every single day, every single hour, a meme is posted, and it pops off for a day. Posted on Instagram, and then people see it, and then when another account posts the exact same meme, you're like, what the fuck, I already seen this. The joke runs out really, really fast.
They want to see the funny moment happens, you get a new funny moment. And every new big streamer that's exploded from the past couple of years has exploded from clips, right? All these people I just listed, they've all been exploding because of the clips. Sometimes they're not even posting the clips themselves. It's just other people posting clips on their behalf. But it's all about the fucking clip. And you can be contrived about this. You can be natural about this. You can be an over-the-top person to get a clip. You can just be a godlike gamer and happen to get a good clip. But I promise you, if you live stream long enough, shit happens. I mean, that's the fucking beauty of live. Shit happens. Sometimes because you planned it, sometimes because you didn't plan it, and that's just what life is. But you will get a funny ass clip, and when you do, you just got to keep rolling with it. You got to keep trying to recreate that magic.
But how would you recreate it if it's an organic funny clip or an organic like wise clip like Pirate Software? Like Pirate Software's his voice is amazing. He has an amazing voice and it says really real things. And also can be also really funny with the storytelling. I think Pirate Software has it down, but also I want to try to watch a Pirate Software stream, but I could just go on YouTube Shorts real quick and I'll see a Pirate Software for it.
If you're complaining about supports being able to kill you,
the evolution.
This is just all
Kanye
flats.
welcome back.
No way. No way. No way.
It's much easier to get 5 million views on one video than 100,000.
Like, well, you get my point, right? People will just re-upload it 30 seconds after he said the clip. Send it to his mods and they'll post it on his YouTube Shorts. So, why watch the stream when you could just scroll YouTube Shorts or TikTok? Also, banger name. Let's see what he's doing right now. What was he doing last time? Random point in the stream.
Monsters. Nice. Disarm traps and unlock doors. For athletics.
He's just playing a game. That's not what I signed up for when I watched his YouTube shorts. So it's not reliable. Doing it for the clip.
Asking the 30 biggest streamers, I said, do you think YouTube Shorts, TikTok are important for your growth? Because I wanted to know from their perspective, right? Some of these people are established creators. 66.7 still said yes. And bear in mind, almost everybody I asked has been a successful creator since before YouTube Shorts were really a thing.
Yeah.
And they still believe, 2/3 of which, that YouTube Shorts and TikTok are important for their growth. So if they believe it en masse, huge majority, then you should also probably believe this. Do you need clips to be a streamer? Not necessarily. But pretty much every big streamer that will come in the next 5 years will be because of shorts and clips. That's just the case. Now, there's an issue with clips. They don't make any fucking money. So it's still important to stream to make a YouTube video. And I've repeated this for my last session, but I think it's still valuable information. When you do a live stream, it is still valuable to have a goal going into the stream of getting a YouTube video out of it. You go live with a premise. You know, maybe you are going to give your chat your credit card. The bones of the stream is you buying things with your credit card that chat has picked out, and the conclusion is the final list of how much money you've spent and everything you've bought. Your premise, your bones, your conclusion, right? It doesn't have to be every stream, mind you. But if you are going live without really thinking about it, just playing a video game and then going offline a couple hours later, I don't think you're really giving it your all. You should be putting damn near an equal amount of time thinking about what you're going to do as you are doing what you are supposed to do, right? If the entire fucking time you spend working on live streaming, you are live and you are not growing at all, you're making a mistake. Let's use our time more valuably. And let's think about what we're going to do so it is more successful long term. Here's an example. Which YouTube video do you think will be better from these two live streams? Do you think it is Jinxie vs 20 Girls? Or do you think it is the live stream called Wednesday? Let's just take a stab in the dark here. Most people would argue it's the first option.
Yeah.
And they would be right. 20 Women vs. Jinxie ended up being Jinxie's most viewed video within a week. And I don't think the Wednesday video that came from it did very well. Now, Wednesday streams are still important. You will occasionally have to go live with nothing to do but putting Wednesday in your title and playing the game that people like when you play, or talking about the thing people like that you talk about, because consistency is key.
Yeah.
But if you are not interspersing well thought out premises with good bones and good conclusion, I don't think you're doing a good enough job at streaming.
I hear this all the time. Consistency is key. And what my excuse is to that is I don't have time. I don't have time. When I get home from work, I sleep. Like an hour later. I sleep. I get home from work, see if my friend is on Discord, and if he is, I join the fucking voice channel, and then I wait for him so we can talk and maybe play a game together. And if he doesn't, I go right to bed after playing one game of Overwatch or doing half of my dailies in Final Fantasy. Like, that's my thing, you know?
How do you...
Well, you could just say, like, just don't sleep. Bro, my insomnia is not that bad anymore. I can still be awake for 20 plus hours, 20 to 30 hours. I usually crash around like the 36, 32 hour. But if there's nothing the fuck to do, then I'm just gonna try my best to sleep. There you go.
How do you find ideas? How do you know what to stream, man? That's the hardest question. What the fuck do you do when you go live?
Exactly.
The answer, you gotta watch a lot of live streams to know what to live stream. I'll tell you a story. I wanted to be a talk show host when I was in high school. It was my fucking dream. Jay Leno even spoke at my sister's graduation from Emerson. And I saw him as he walked out, and I said, Jay, I want to be a talk show host when I grow up. And he said, hey, kid, what's your name? And I said, it's Ludwig. And he said, I'll see you there. I filmed all of this. This really happened. I'm not a talk show host today. I thought talk shows were dumb as shit and boring as hell. I never watched them. I just didn't watch them. I thought they were lame. I thought they were lame as shit. The reality is that I actually didn't want to be a talk show host. I think I just wanted to be a rich, famous person who was on TV who got to interview celebrities. I think that's actually what I wanted. Are you guys watching a shit ton of live streams? Because these 30 big fucking streamers who are very busy, some of which are streaming 80 plus hours a week, are watching streams daily. The majority of them are watching streams daily. Over 80% are watching streams a few times a week. I watch streams every single day. I'm not even shitting you. My Twitch Wrapped. I watched Twitch 365 out of 365 days last year.
I used to do that. What the fuck? I used to be able to do that. Not just be able. I used to do that when I used to stream Overwatch very frequently. Much more frequently than I stream now. I used to watch Kefri streams, I used to watch Mushi, I used to watch Sleepy, Super, etc. I used to watch so many people. Guess what? They just played the fucking game. Just like everyone else. But they're funny and good at the game. Not everyone is like that. So, earlier, I said I want to be on an interview. I want to be an interviewer, interviewee on a podcast. I want to be a special guest podcast. I wanted to be on the, not just one, I want to be on the Trash Chase podcast. And I will do anything to be on it, right? And you might say, why? My answer is that I want to share my story. If I know how to spell. I want to share my story and spread it to a wider audience other than Final Fantasy or whatever I'm doing at the time that I have enough clout to be on it. Right? Not just that, though. Not just because I want to. And I also just want to have a conversation with all three of them at once. Why not? Like, you could do that anytime, right? But guess what? No one fucking answers my DMs. Even if I did DM one of them, even if I did, what's it called? DM one of these three people. What are the chances that any of them will answer? 0%. Because why would they talk to me? Why would they? They don't have anything to do with me or any of my content. It's like, yeah, Connor has played a Final Fantasy game. But he's not planning to play 14 anytime soon. And even if he did, guess who would be the most relevant to him? Zepla? Xeno? Maybe Arthur's? Maybe? Probably not. But popular Final Fantasy streamers, right? And most importantly, is chat. Whatever someone says in chat. And if Connor ever did play Final Fantasy, like how he does, like he did with the previous ones, that does it in one stream, this is the biggest Final Fantasy game. Then Walker expansion is 50 to 60 hours. So 50 to 60 hours for the current expansion. So 50 or 60 plus the other around probably like 100 hours, 120 hours for the previous expansions. He's not going to stream 200 hours straight. He's not going to do that. Pull up my old friend calculator here. 200 hours divided by 24. That's a week. That's over a week straight. Gonna be streaming for over a week straight. Unlike his other ones, that was like 70 hours, 50 to 70 hours or whatever. For the previous Final Fantasies, that's only 2 to 3 days, right? Try doing that back to back 3 times. 3 to 4 times, right? Not gonna do that. So he would never play FF14 at least in one stream. If he ever does play Final Fantasy XIV. Which I don't think he will anytime soon. So, or anytime ever. And Joey and Garnt has both said on their podcast, on the Trash Taste podcast, that they don't want to get into Final Fantasy XIV because they have an addiction or they have an addictive personality. Right? If they find something that's cool because they know that they'll like it, they'll be addicted to it and spend all of their time on it, and they won't get anything done. It's completely understandable. Completely understandable. Like, look at Garnt, right? Go to Giguk real quick. Video. Playing Genshin, right?
Your father believed in the rules of God.
He's been playing a lot of Genshin. A little bit of Organized. I think this was a sponsored stream. Like Genshin. He also plays Genshin on his own time. Right? He has his own life. He's kind of like really into Genshin right now. Genshin and Arknights. That's like the game that he likes to play outside of stream and on stream if he ever does stream gaming. He mainly just streams like anime content. Anime content as in like watching all the trailers or ranking all the anime of the season or whatever. That's what he does. But he's not a streamer, he's a YouTuber / a podcast host. So like, it just doesn't really apply to streaming in that space. Same thing with Joey, he's mainly a YouTuber and a podcast host. Connor is a streamer, YouTuber, and podcast host. And Joey, the anime man, he's also an owner of a clothing company, so he has that on his hands as well. All of them do so much, right? I would love to get to that point. I would love to get to that point where I could do so much in a day or even in a week instead of go to work, sleep, watch a couple videos, play video game. Like, I would love to get to that point. But they all started where I am right now. Is just streaming or making videos to 0 people. Like, eventually one of my videos will hit and people will start watching. So yeah. That's why I would want to be on the Trash Ace podcast. I don't give a fuck if it's in Japan or if they go to America for whatever occasion it is. Either it's for a convention that they're a host at, or a tour in America again, or whatever. Right? I either have to go to Japan, or we schedule something in America that they're in America for, outside of just the podcast. So, it's either that. That's just if I ever get the chance, the 0.001 chance of getting on the podcast. And that's when I'll do my face reveal. Fuck it.
How do I know about people like Jinxie even though I'm 28 fucking years old? Because I watch people like Jinxie. Because I need to know what's going on. Because how else am I supposed to keep up, adapt, and come up with ideas? It can't all come from thin air. It can't all come from past experience. I've made 2,000 goddamn videos. I gotta be watching shit. I gotta get inspired. If you're not watching Twitch, you can't become a Twitch streamer. It's also important, though, to think of ideas that work for you. Because, yeah, you can watch somebody, but you can't necessarily do what they do. For example, if you watch me, you can't do, I let my chat spend $10,000, the results are cursed live stream.
Exactly.
Because you can't spend $10,000 fucking dollars on a live stream. That would be insane. It'd be absurd of you to do. It'd be crazy. You shouldn't do that. You also probably can't fly to Japan and drift the J-Schlatt, because you probably don't know J-Schlatt like that. So if you can't do those things, do not think of ideas that include those things. I think this is a mistake I see all the time. People thinking of ideas that don't actually work for them. Oh man, if only I had 10K, I could do this. Oh man, if only I was friends with J-Schlatt, I could collab with him. I would get big quick. What do you actually have around you? You got a funny fucking friend? Do you have a love and passion for mobile gaming? With the tools you have, what would you make? All right? And you can still find inspiration. For example, last week I ranked every single Flash game. Anybody who's watching this could do that. It was fucking $0. I literally looked up Flash games and then played the Flash games.
But guess what made this video entertaining? What element made this video entertaining that got it 1 million views? I'm calling 100% that it has chat interaction with it.
Boys, today I have a goal because I find us to be too much with the phone. And back in my day, I didn't have all those fancy touchscreen telephones. We would have old school web browser games. So today,
Let's just skip through it.
Anyway, that's what being a millennial is in a nutshell. Chat, where do we rank this?
Chat, where do we rank this? Not even 5 minutes in the video. And is getting chat's interaction. Which that is from being a streamer, and also it makes the video more engaging. Obviously, you can make the video, right? You can make the video and have your own personal opinion on it. Fill out the impossible quiz at like an F tier, Pop Tropica at S tier, Geometry Dash fucking B tier, have a hot take, right? But chat interaction is a big part of these kind of videos. Not everyone has chat interaction. Or a chat at all. So, even if I did this, it wouldn't get 1 million views. It wouldn't. 100% would not. It might get 2 views if I did this, but with different games. Or even similar games, right? Do it with more games. I don't fucking know. It wouldn't get 1 million views. It got 1 million views because it's Ludwig. And he already has 5.6 on his back. But if someone my size with 100, I would get a fraction of it. For example, my MSQ streams. 2, 6, 7, 5, 3, 2, no views. Guess who also did the exact same thing? $12K, $62K, $30K, $27K, $37K. It doesn't matter. These all have chat interaction with it. And also he does voice acting and all that. It's completely different. He's more entertaining. Even if I was like this, guess what? I would still get the exact same views. I would get the exact same views. $100% guaranteed. It doesn't matter what's in the video if no one clicks on it. No one knows the name Camilla Live. Or Inspelled. No one fucking knows this name. This got 1 million views in 2 weeks. Technically, like, yeah, 2 weeks. People know Ludwig. Look at that.
It was like 12 of them. It wasn't even every Flash game. Anyone could do that. So make sure the ideas you are thinking of work for you. Now, I asked these 30 streamers, how much planning actually goes into your stream? Because it's an interesting question, you know? Like, how much do they actually plan it out? And for the most part, people are kind of making it up the day of. Right? 43% of people, the plurality of people, kind of just make up what they do the same exact day.
Yeah, I saw Sea-Dog fill this out. And it's like, it was like sometimes I do, but most of the time I do it like the day of, because like, okay, sometimes I just want to just play a game. And then for like bigger streams, like longer streams, I'll plan it. Or like if it's like an event, like the Apex thing that he just did, he'll plan it. This, that, like, he does like a mix.
And I'm not.
But he mainly does it the
excluded
day
from that
of.
camp, by the way. Most of the time, I kind of make up what I do that same day, maybe the day before. Only 26% of people plan their streams ahead of time. 73% are making up day of or sometimes making it up day of. So don't stress out, man. That's the key. Don't freak out about what you got to do, but spend 30 minutes every morning thinking of a couple ideas, writing them down. Maybe pitching it to a friend who's also trying to become a live streamer. Throw your ideas back and forth. This idea sucks. This idea rocks. And just fucking run with it. The more shit you throw at the wall, the higher chance you have of something sticking. So better to think of an idea, grip it, rip it day of, it not work, try something new the next day, than spend all this time crafting this amazing idea you've thought of only to have it not work. Just try things. And now we get to my favorite part. The yoink and twist.
The yoink and twist.
Now, I've talked about this ad nauseum, so I'll be brief, but this is still the #1 best strategy on how to come up with a great video idea that is still exclusive to you and your personality that has a high chance of being successful.
Yep.
And it starts with finding an idea that has worked. For example, Michael Reeves made a video a few years ago called Your Robot Ideas Are Stupid. Many people have followed his formula. Michael Reeves is a fucking phenomenal YouTuber. Phenomenal. In fact, one of them was Fundy, who made a video 3 years ago based off it called I Made Your Dumb Ideas in Minecraft. It became his most viewed video ever. I saw this, and I was kind of into chess at that time. So I was like, hey, there's a bunch of dumbass ways to play chess. What if I just try doing all of those ideas that chat gives me? And hence was born, I tried your dumb chess ideas. And you can tell I was inspired by Fundy for the thumbnail and Michael Reeves for the initial idea. And the video did great for me. I was pumped. 1.3 million views. It was me and Stans playing chess for 4 hours. Lock it in.
Yes, sir.
The yoink and twist is a tried and true method. And don't feel bad about the yoink and twist because it's how it fucking works. Don't take my word for it. Listen to H
A lot
Bomber
today
Guy.
about what plagiarism is, but we should also talk a little bit about what it isn't. It's completely fine to be inspired by someone or build on ideas you got from somewhere else, especially if you're open about it. Famous big boy
Yeah.
YouTuber Ludwig has a thing he calls the yoink and twist, where he gets ideas from
Yo,
existing
that's him!
videos and openly broadcasts he's doing his own spin on it. In his video about that one guy copying the Capsule Hotel video, he happily says where he got the stuff he drew on for his own work.
This is me trying silly chess ideas, and look at all the tweets beside me with your ideas suck. Genius thumbnail. I got it from Fundy. I got it from Fundy. I made your dumb ideas in Minecraft, and then he has a bunch of tweets next to him.
It's hard for anyone to feel ripped off when he's open about where he got the ideas. I'm old enough now that when I was yay high, I was here for the first time this conversation happened on YouTube. It's easy to...
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you don't take H Bomber Guy's word for it, or my word for it, 29 of the 30 streamers that I surveyed said they take stream ideas from other creators. 29 out of 30. So if you haven't already started looking at other creators and trying to take some elements of it, twisting it to making it your own, then you're just simply not doing it right.
And that's what I
By the
did
way,
for
the
Pint.
only person who said they don't take ideas from other creators, Tarek. It was Tarek. And that's fair. He does just go live and play Valorant every day. I guess he doesn't need to steal too many ideas. Tarek also gave a quote that I thought was poignant here. Because I asked everybody, I said, do you have a piece of advice for someone if they were to go live and stream? And he said, streaming, full luck, small skill. All right? That's what Tarek said. For some context, Tarek was the 3rd biggest streamer in the world last year. Right? 3rd biggest. XQC, Kai Cenat, Tarek.
Yep.
He says it's full luck, little skill. Okay? Oh, shit. Full luck, little skill. Wait, shit. Why does it look different now? Hold up. Pause chat.
It's like,
Different now.
I do agree that it
different.
is,
It's just this shit that seems...
it is lucky, but it is also skillful. Because it's just like cards that, like, you can get handed the worst deck of your life, okay? The worst deck of cards in your life, the worst hand, right? But need to work off bad. So you have to work off the bad cards that you were dealt. For example, Kefri. It's the first person that comes to mind. A lot of other people. Kefri, when he first started gaming, bad PC, old PC, not. A lot of people would immediately give up. He didn't, and he's still one of the best FPS players in the world. Same thing with OnePixel. He was really, he didn't have a good PC. Still a really good CS player because he worked on it, right? Obviously, his most popular content is CS case openings because that's what does well on YouTube and on Twitch. But that doesn't discredit how good he is at the game. See, I don't think it's no skill. or a small skill. But it is lucky to make it as a content creator. Because even if you do get lucky, like if you get 1 mil vid, if you get 1 million video or 1 million views on a video, how do you work off that? Make another one. Make another video. If I can spell. And then it flops. 2K or 2K views. What happened there? Played bad. Cause that can happen. 100%. If you get the luck, like what Kefri did, he just always had viewers. He was really good at Overwatch. People in his game said, you should start streaming. He started streaming, and now he is successful streaming as his full-time job. That is luck, and he played it well. Take an example of me. I got hosted, and I got on top of the Splitgate category. Let's just say Splitgate was dead. But it was a really fun game, and I was on top of the category for it. For like 20 something 30 viewers of it. Never played again. Never played it again. So I didn't play it right. I didn't want to be a Splitgate streamer. I just played it because I thought it was fun. And Splitgate was kind of popular, and I had a TikTok that kind of got a little bit of attraction, and was calling out people that they said like Splitgate is now popping off and it's just a new game. Even though I called them out saying, or like it was a response to a previous video that I made. Let's see if I can find it. One of my... I know I still have it up. A bunch of VR chat content. I'm gonna come on Heirloom. I don't know, it's somewhere. Maybe if I actually look at the titles. This. Probably gonna be loud. For the people who are blissfully ignorant about Splitgate, and people think that this game has only been out for like a month or so, not even, a few weeks, and it's like, yo, 2 years in beta, huh? Yeah, essentially has been 2 years in beta. Paladins did the exact same thing. Most of you don't even know what Paladins is. And release date 2019. I haven't played the game that much when I first got into it 2 years ago. Around 2 years ago. And how I found out about this game was the Twitch rivals. Kefri! Yeah. This is how this game first became popular. With Kefri, Mendo, Dizzy, Summit, 1G, Asu, Dr. Disrespect, XQC, Gale Adelaide. Many people were in this Twitch Rivals that were invited to it. And yeah, do your research. Wait, the video said 116 and it went up to 117. But yeah. It did that. This video came from this.
I haven't played this game in 2 years, and this is what I come back to.
Yeah, I kind of popped off, not gonna lie. Wait, that wasn't a headshot? That wasn't a headshot? No way. Yeah, I was kind of crazy at the game. Never played this. But it just got popular when it was already popular. And this game has been out for 2 years. And it was. And like a whole bunch of like, I was expecting a girl voice because I'm a VTuber is female. But yeah. Just like that. And I flopped, right? I didn't carry the Splitgate category anymore. So, I didn't want to. I didn't like the game that much to be dedicated to it.
There you go. Okay, now. I thought this was a poignant quote from Tarek. From the third biggest.
That's
streamer in
why
the
I
world,
think
to
it's
say that
not
streaming
small
is full
skill.
luck, small skill. What does that mean for you? How can you even fathom becoming a streamer if the third biggest in the world says it's full luck? And I have an answer to that. You have to be delusional.
Yep.
And I mean this very genuinely. Because there is someone who is watching this, or maybe isn't watching this, or maybe isn't born yet, who will be the biggest streamer in the fucking world. It will happen. It won't be the people who are currently at the top, still at the top in 10 years. It's gonna be someone new. And that someone is gonna be fucking delusional. They're going to be out of their mind because they're going to see that 7+ million people go live and they're going to think, oh, I'm going to do it. And then they're going to become the biggest to ever do it. That's delusional. But you need to be delusional.
Exactly.
Because if you're not delusional and if all you look at are the statistics and the numbers, you're not even going to be able to try. You're just going to get stuck in reality hell. Okay? It's okay to dream big. It's okay to be a bit delusional, and it's okay to fucking go all in on a absolute Hail Mary dream. And the only way I promise you will ever be the biggest to ever do it is if you are delusional. If you have that brazen confidence to believe that you hitting go live and switching the relationship that currently exists where you are the viewer to now you are the streamer and people get to watch you now and they have to watch you now. And not only do they have to watch you, they're going to watch you over the existing people who have all the resources and money and experience. They're going to watch you instead. Only someone that delusional will ever end up being a huge streamer. Now, it's not to say you fucking throw your life away. You quit your job tomorrow. You start streaming full time until you're the biggest. Don't do that, right? You can still be risk averse. You can still be smart. But be smart and be delusional. Now, I asked these 30 streamers, what is the most important statistic? What should you worry about? If you're going to go live, what actually matters, right? And the answer, overwhelming majority, is average view count.
I agree.
Streamers are obsessed with average view count.
I agree 100%. And I had some interaction with Twitch staff before about this, about being affiliated. I made a request to a stupid request, now that I think of it, now that I've learned more. 3 or 4 years ago, when I was streaming Rainbow Six, I was getting a lot of followers off of it. A little bit of followers from Rainbow Six, and I was getting a lot from Overwatch. Which is how I got like over 100 followers that I have now, right? and I made a ticket or whatever it is. I contacted Twitch staff asking and or a question of why is affiliated based on view count more than followers. I was getting more followers than average view count because my average view count is 1, but I was still getting followers off of it. Let's see if I can check to see if I could find this email again, because they did respond 3 something years later. If I could find it, that'd be great. I may or may not. I get so many emails. I just search Twitch. That doesn't help. And I just search up just from I don't fucking know, man. But I know they did respond. I did read the email. I just need to find it. Found it. So this is a comment I did over 3 years ago. Getting affiliate should be about getting more followers and not more viewers. This was my comment. I'll reply anyways. Twitch wants you to show them they want to keep viewers watching. Why? Ad revenue. If most of your streams having 2 or 3 viewers and average 20 for a while, then it dwindles to 2 or 3, your average is still going to be low. Keeping viewers interested is the goal. 100%. In relation to viewer counts, what Twitch is terrible at is discoverability. And it's hard to get followers. Yeah. This probably isn't exactly mine. Yeah, idea, and this is the response. I completely understand this 100% now. I remember submitting this idea. I remember submitting this idea. Isn't from me. But I had the same idea. So I kind of lied about they actually contacted me back. But I had the exact same idea and I remember filling out a form for this. So yeah.
They're obsessed with it. All right.
Now that
And
I
even the
know
streamers who
more, I
prioritize
completely
things like
agree with this.
enjoyment or maybe some other statistics like girth. At one point, they cared massively about average view count. They obsessed over the number. All right. For many big streamers, it is their whole self-worth. I know streamers who were at 40,000 viewers who go down to 30,000 viewers. They're at 15,000 viewers, they go to 10,000 viewers. They're at 8,000 viewers, they go down to 6,000 viewers, and they're sad about it. Because that's how much value they put in to that average view count number. But if you're going to be one of the biggest streamers in the world, you do need to care about that number. There's a lot of things you can do to impact that number. There's a lot of things out of your control. It's not a healthy relationship you will ever fucking have with it. But it is also, at the end of the day, the most important statistic that determines whether or not you'll be the biggest ever doing it. Now, I thought this one was interesting. Again, 30 of the biggest streamers in the world. I asked them, do they look at their view count while streaming? I do.
I personally
I've been
don't.
it this whole stream. It's been going up the whole time.
Like, yeah, I have this, like, available, but I don't look at this. I look at this. I look at, or if you want to actually see, I look at this. I just cover it with this, because it's a better chat. It's the exact same thing. I do not have view count just because I simply just don't want it on my screen. And I think looking at this is stupid. And I just want to look at my OBS because I like it when I look to my left and I see an anime girl. That's what I like about it. Instead of looking at this the entire time.
That means I'm generally doing a good job.
I personally don't care about view count.
2/3 say yes, 1/3 says no. Okay? And I think it's a preference thing, right? I wouldn't put too much stock into this. And probably the people who said yes to looking at the view count while streaming are the same people who said average view count is the most important metric. I would imagine. But I just want to put some gravity onto the average view count number. Okay? Don't become obsessed with it. Don't become psycho. You know, don't let it ruin your life, I guess is what I should say. But be aware. Know it. You don't have to know it while you're live. You can look at it after. You can even look at it after a week or a month and look at the charts and see how it does for games. But
Yeah.
know it. Know your stream. Know what people like. Know what people don't like. All right. I talk about this a lot. Everyone falls off.
Yep.
Okay? Now, it's a little funny to talk about how everyone falls off in a video about how to be a streamer. You haven't even made it yet, and I'm talking about how you're about to fall off. But it's true. And in these videos, I talk a lot about the how to make the sausage, the how to be a big streamer, the what happens if you do become a big streamer. But the reality is you're going to fall off. You're going to quit. Even if you fucking make it. Even if you watch this video and in 5 years you're like, let me watch your video. I'm the biggest streamer in the fucking world. In 10 years, 20 years, you're going to be like, I watched your video. I was the biggest streamer in the world and now I fell off. So while you're here, while you're making shit, you might as well make something you care about.
I wholeheartedly agree 100%. Because even by the time 2030 comes around, and then I fall off, if I do make it by 2030, at some point in the next 6 years, if I made enough money to retire, which I don't think, even if, like, I say, okay, I'm done with creating content, 2030, even if I did make it, now I'm like, this is my sign off for YouTube, pull a joke out, right? Like, this isn't for me, I did it for fun. but with like all the whatever happens, right? If I just sign off, I still would be happy, and I wouldn't endgame myself, right? I wouldn't endgame myself by 2030. If I made something cool enough that I could pretty much live off of it for a little bit, right? So if I made something really cool in 2029, so let's say it got like 20 mil and it made big monies, $4, okay? And in 2030, I say, done, bye. I wouldn't be mad about it. But I don't see myself stopping streaming or making YouTube videos by the time I'm 27, right? Because that's still a young age, right? A lot of the at least in the anime community or weeb community of some sort, or even in Final Fantasy, a lot of them are over 30 years old. 100%. Like, I don't think I will be checking out, signing off when I'm 30. I feel like I'll still be making videos and still be making content while I'm 30. I do believe that. That's only if I am in a happy spot. If I am content with my life where it is by the time I'm 27, I will be making videos and continue to be here while I'm 30. 100%. That's my view on it.
And in the past, I haven't focused on this enough. But it is truly all that matters.
If I made something cool and that I'm proud of, I'm going to continue to do that.
Care about. If you're making shit that is an antithesis to your being and what you like and what matters or what you think is cool, like, what's the fucking point in that? You know? Leave a mark. Be someone who makes shit they're proud of.
Exactly.
Because I promise you, I have seen the heights that some streamers have hit. And then they start to fall off a bit, and then they're fucking depressed. But you wouldn't be depressed if you were proud of what you made.
Mm-hmm.
If the only thing that matters is the success, then you will guaranteed be sad in the long term. If the only thing that matters is making something you care about, then truly, the only way you fail is if you don't make something you care about. And so with that thought, I got some final steps. All right? I got some final steps. A little bit of homework, if you will. If you've already gone through the process, you've gone live at least once, you just tried it out. You wrote down your goals, your inspiration, all that. If you're at this point, congratulations. I got one more thing I need you to do. In the thought of making something you're proud of, if you really want to graduate and become a baby, if you really want to graduate and become a big streamer, I want you to show off your work. If you are not willing to show friends and family the shit that you make, you are not serious about what you're making.
I do that. I don't show my family. I don't show my family of what I make, but I do show my friends and coworkers because they know I do this. Because they know I do this. Because my family is the type of family that would be like Still doing that? How's it doing? Bro, I hate that, dude. I hate having that conversation. They're gonna be like, how's it going? It's like, how's the YouTube stuff going? You've been doing it for 10 years, how's it going? It's like the only family that I've actually like kind of shown what I've done is my niece, because she has, at some point of her life, she was like, I want to do YouTube as well. So I kind of showed her like the ropes and all that and the pros and cons, and I kind of traumatized her a bit of starting it. But she's like still young. When I was her age, I was just balls deep, I'm gonna do this. So like I can completely like see her point of view of like seeing the grand and gold and glamour of being a YouTuber, right? But now that I've grown older, I've very much seen the cons of it, but also a lot of pros, which in my opinion outweighs the cons. Maybe for her, the cons outweighs the pros, but she's also half my age. So like, I don't blame her for not doing content creation or wanting to do content creation. Maybe it's just like an idea in her head that she would like to try. And I 100% would love to see her try. And I'll be 100% there for it, right? Because that's exactly what I would have wanted when I first started doing it. I would have loved to see that, one of my family members actually want me to like succeed in it and is watching my stuff. Adding one view to that video, or maybe even 2 or 3, watching it multiple times. Adding one view to that video goes a long way, and people underestimate that. People was like, yeah, I support you, but not directly. Like, I would love for you to achieve your dreams and want you to be happy what you're doing. But this kind of job that we want is not a thing that you can indirectly manifest into. You have to very much work your ass off to make it work, to make yourself do the job and make it a job, something you could do full time all the time, right? What I suggest, if you have a friend or family member that wants to do YouTube, watch their stuff. Give them critiques on their video, on their stream, whatever it is, right? Give them critiques on, I liked this part, could you do more of this part? It's like, if you like the bit that they did, if they do that. It's like, like in my video, for example, I do like a little bit of bits in it that I personally like doing. I haven't heard any complaints or critiques about them, so I just assume I like it, I'm gonna keep doing it, because I got no critiques in it. No one has told me, oh, this bit was kind of off, he didn't really hit, it wasn't that funny. Like, the next video starts off as a bit. That's kind of how I want to like start videos now. I want to start it off as like a little skit, a bit that makes you want to keep watching. That's what the next video that I'm doing starts off as. And I think it's funny. I think it's funny and I think it's entertaining to watch. I haven't even edited it and I've just wrote it down, have a vision in my head. And to me, it's interesting. If I saw a video start off like this, I would continue watching the video. So that's kind of how the next video is going to go. But for seeing your friends or family start it, like if my friend started his podcast or talk show, whatever, his podcast that he wants to do, I will listen to the first episode completely, and I will give my like feedback on it. I would 100% do that the day of that release, right? The hour of, I would 100% watch every single one, hoping that like this, I hope this pops off, and if it's that bad, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna help you through this. I'm gonna help you through this, make it professional, or make it more professional, whatever. It's like, I would 100% do that, and that's how you support your friends. By watching and giving them advice on what they can do next time. And that's how you make them a better creator. So that's my input of like showing off your work to other people. Cause like you can show your work to other people, but if they don't do anything back, I think it's kind of pointless besides they watched a cool video. And if they enjoyed it, that's all that matters. If they said it's a good video and it's an actual good video, if they're truthful about it, thumbs up. That's crazy. That's amazing. That's the feedback that you would want. Instead of sending the video, they say nothing, you don't even know if they watched it or not. Unless you stalk the view count. Say it go up by 1. Right? So that's how you would support, is share it to someone, especially if it's like your first video, or if it's a big video that you've been working on. Like in the first video in 7.0, I very much do want to show my family, like my house family, be like, yo, I made this. This is sick. I am very proud of this, what I did. I 100% do that. I 100% would want to do that. If I get the courage to just be like, okay, mom, dad, you want to watch something? Put it on the big screen downstairs, right? Have a little movie night. How long it's gonna be? I'm planning at most 30 minutes, at most. But yeah.
And this is a very scary thing to do.
It is a very scary thing.
This is a
Sharing
fucking
off your work.
terrifying thing to do. A lot of people try to keep their stream life separate from the regular life, so people at school don't know or their family doesn't know. It's their own secret little hobby. But if you're not proud enough of the shit you're making that you...
Oh yeah, about that. I wonder if you could still search this up. Please. Where is it? Oh, it's not relevant anymore. Mr. V's video. But there was a kid at school that he got pretty good success. That it was on YouTube. He showed people at school. People at my school was watching him. He got up a decent amount of subscribers from it. I personally didn't like the content. I didn't really interact with him. But he was like the popular YouTuber at school for a little bit. So people at school started watching him. All of his friends hyped him up, and that's the support that I wish I had. That my friends would hype me up for the video that I made. Like, yo, that Overwatch video was crazy. The Osu play was crazy. Whatever. I wish I had that. But like, the things that I did wasn't relatable to like the normie audience. Mainly just for the gamer audience, which was a pretty big part of my school. But a lot of it was just like, a lot of people watch vlogs. So the one person that did vlog content, he did like fidget spinner stuff, like IRL content. He did whatever was popular, which was fidget spinners at the time. He did that. And people at my school kind of liked his video, so they subbed and all that. They did shoutouts and all that. When shoutouts actually did something back then. When shoutouts were popular, he did shoutouts to other people. Like, it was really, really good. It was crazy. There was one time where one of the popular kids at school, when I was like mainly doing art content, and I was like posting on Instagram, I didn't really post on Twitter, but I was mainly like Instagram artist. But I was like posting a lot of drawing. He hit a popular kid hit me up. And it was like, yo, can you draw me? And I'm like, sure, why not? It's one of the popular kids, why not? It got 6 likes. 2 more than my usual. It was crazy. But like, yeah. Like, it... Hey, I had clout in the school, okay? People didn't talk about me in a positive way, but people knew about me, okay? It's crazy.
You won't sit on the couch and watch a video with your mom or sister or brother or whoever. Or you won't Discord message a friend that you've talked to for years who fucking loves you, the shit that you're making. It is disrespectful in my mind to post that publicly expecting other people to watch.
Yeah.
If you expect other people who don't give a shit about you to watch the thing that you won't even show the people who love you to watch, I find that disrespectful.
Yeah, like that's a barrier that people need to break. That like people who care about you in your personal life, breaking that barrier of like, yo, I made this. Like, everyone in my family has done, it's like everyone in my house family has done a creative art in some way or another. Like my dad, he does more like wood working and all that. He like carves and makes like cool tables and all that. And they're really cool. He shows it off to my mom sometimes. Sometimes I see it. And I think it's really cool, actually. I think craftsmanship is a really cool thing. Not my thing. I never really got into like physical crafting and all that. I was more of a pen and paper artist. Right? Then in recent years, in the past like 4 years, I'm more digital. Right? So I like digital art more than crafting and pen and paper art. That's just me. And now that like, since I like to draw like anime and lewd things, I don't like sharing that to my family, right? Behind me, I just took it down because I just got the Snuffy poster. It used to be a picture that I drew years ago. A really big poster of, what's her fucking name? One of the cyberpunk people. Pretty much half naked. Essentially, they're like lifting up their shirt, a lot of underboob, right? A lot of that. And they're like, Elise is not naked, you know? Like, they personally don't like it, but, they're like, Elise is not full-on nudity. Elise is not that. So, like, that's how, like, I knew that they wouldn't like my lewd art and my anime art. So, That's
And it's scary.
how I don't like sharing
Don't
my
get me wrong.
work.
I promise.
Because I know
it's
they don't
scary.
like it.
But if you're willing to do that step and you take that leap, you'll be in such a better place. You'll be in such a better place, man. Because you'll be at the point where you're already making stuff that you're proud of.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not, and they're like, hey, this fucking sucks, then you know. And you can get to that point quicker. That'd be amazing. How amazing would that be if someone who loves you could just tell you, like, hey, man, this thing actually isn't good. You know, you could work on it, change it, do it better.
I wish I
Just
had
like, you
that.
know.
I wish I had that back instead of just silence and nothing.
It's going to shatter your fucking ego, or it can lift you up. It's scary. Do it. Show off your work. I do this to this day. If I make a video that I think's really fucking cool, I send it to my family in France. They don't speak English. But I think if it's really cool, it will cross the language barrier.
True.
So when I did my story time when I went to France, I sent it to them. But also when I made the video learning opera and Italian, I sent it to them. Because I wanted to share it with them. I thought they would fucking love it. And they did. It was cool. I'm proud of that video. I talked to my uncle today. It was his birthday. We talked about the video. Show off your work. And that, in conclusion, is my Ultimate Streaming Guide 2.0. Thank you very much for watching. Couple things, if you're still here and you want to stick around, if you watch the video all the way through, hey, subscribe. Follow my Instagram. Become a member if you want. And also, make shit you're proud of. That's, at the end of the day, all that matters. Okay, man? Make shit you are proud of. We got a short amount of time on this earth. Let's not waste it making shit we don't care about.
And I completely agree. Make cool shit. And if you're watching this video, do exactly what Ludwig just said. Subscribe, follow the stream, and maybe this channel will get members. Maybe this channel will get members. Will I do anything with it? Probably. I'll probably do something for members. But yeah, make sure you follow the Camilla Live channel, follow the Inspilled channel, and follow the Inspilled channel on Twitch as well. Twitch.tv/Inspilled. Go watch that as well. We do a lot of MSQ stuff once in a while. I'm mainly doing the MSQ of Final Fantasy XIV. I'm almost caught up, getting ready for 7.0. And yeah,